Yo, yo, yo.
Hello?
Jeez.
Is anyone there?
Them boys are loud.
Loud as
We'll turn them
hell.
down. Wow.
Hello, world.
Hello. We are back. Episode 6, Trash Talk. Took a week off last week. Little rest and recovery week. Zach was out of town.
I was out of town. I said, guys, take a break on me.
Needed a little R&R.
Yeah.
We got our second guest on the show. We got M.o.o.k.y in the building. What's good, dog?
Guys, please don't applaud.
Pam, pam, pam. Jazz snaps.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. No, I was in fucking Atlanta last weekend. It was dope as shit. It's wild as fuck, dude. Has anyone here been to Atlanta? Like,
Never.
the homeless people out there are like on another fucking level, dude. Like, it was like there's like this one guy.
Like they got drip? Or like, I feel like they're like the Migos out there. Like,
No, dude, they were smellier than any other
Okay.
homeless people, group of homeless people I've met. No, the one guy was just like freaking out, and I'm pretty sure he smoked flocka. He had to have, and he had his arm underneath this underneath this mailbox, and he was just screaming. I'm like, all right, dude, that's just one homeless guy. Like, can't all be like this. I almost got. You guys ever see Snow on the Bluff? I almost got. Curtis Snow. Dude, this guy was trying to sell me some shit and like some weed or whatever, and then I was like, yeah, but I've seen that movie, so I'm like, yo, just stay right here. I'm gonna run in my car real fast. He was trying to trade me for like papers or whatever. He's like, I'll give you a little bit of this if you give me a couple papers. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, stay right here. I'm gonna go run in my car, and then he like followed me across the street, and I'm like, all right, just stay right here. And then like I went to go walk, and he kept following me, and I was like, never mind, bro, I don't want shit, and I just fucking went back into the bar I was in. And then a cop came around the corner, and then he went the complete opposite way, and he just left. I was like, I hope this guy doesn't hang around, because he might try to stab me or rob me or something.
bet his name was like Travis Scott.
He did look like him a bit. He looked like Travis Scott, like if he never popped off and like
Right.
he was like 20 years older.
He was like a really good guy. Like he's like a really good guy, but like
No,
like,
he was not a good man.
You know what I mean? But he has like, he tries to get his friends to buy his clothing that he designs himself, but like he's had the same 4 articles of clothing for the past like 4 years.
I like how you went in depth in this man's life.
Yeah.
I don't think he was that guy whatsoever, though.
No.
He looked sketchy as fuck.
Okay.
He like went to prison a few times. It's like that was the vibe I was getting
Right.
after him following me across 2 streets.
He's not smart enough to have like a pyramid scheme.
No, yeah, exactly. He's just trying to sell fake hash or something.
Right.
You know? But yeah, besides that, it was really cool, man. There's a lot of art all over the place in Atlanta, and felt good to relax.
I wish Cleveland had more like street art. Like we have
They're
a decent
working on
amount,
it.
but it's just everywhere too. Like in Colorado and Cali, they're both like that. I haven't been to Colorado, but I just know Colorado specifically. It's very well known.
Yeah.
They'll pay people to graffiti like an
but-
ad on the side of their building versus just getting like like your cookie cutter kind of ad.
Right.
Is it even cool anymore that it's like a legal mural? Like, wasn't all the fun like going to sketchy places?
Yeah, and like someone had to had to really risk
Yeah.
something for it, you
That's
know?
the problem with Cleveland's cultural district. It's like they want to spruce everything up, but they think sprucing the cultural district up is like buying expensive pieces of art and not like having the community create something or hiring like local artists to do something. That's where like Pittsburgh's got it right. Pittsburgh's cultural is just like it's booming right now because it's just like
Yeah.
they're hiring black artists to do crazy black murals in like the South Side and like I think like that's like what one thing I think Cleveland is so focused on gentrifying the fuck out of everything. Like it
That's
is
what I'm
becoming
saying.
like a way cleaner city than it was like 20
Yeah.
years ago, but it's like it's not as
Yeah, anything artsy is so just like manufactured or just so like, you know what I mean? Like
Commercialized.
yeah, it's not
Yep.
yeah, it's not just genuine. It doesn't seem genuine all the time. I mean, granted there are some people obviously still doing their thing, but like the city itself, yeah, it's almost like they're trying to force like some sort of artsy image when it's like just let the people make that themselves, you know what I mean?
exactly, yeah. We're a very political city.
Yeah. I bought fake hash from a bum in Cleveland once when I was like 16. Yeah. I think everyone's
What
made
the
that.
fuck is fake hash?
Yeah,
Like they
that's
just
very concerning.
grass. Like did they just rip up grass or something?
No, like it's gotta
that
be
when I
like
got
a
the
little
fake
piece
shrooms?
of a turd.
Yeah.
It's dog shit.
Dog
Yo, it's
shit.
for sure dog shit.
Was that when I got the fake shrooms?
I don't know, man.
'Cause I remember-
I walked away from that situation. I'm like, you guys are idiots.
Me and Adam bought like shrooms from a sketchy dude in Cleveland, and then we got it, and definitely wasn't mushrooms.
It was like
I think
during-
they were regular
sold,
ash
like,
mushrooms.
morellas.
They were
Yeah.
portobellos.
But it was
dude.
like
They were
at
portobellos.
St. Patty's Day. Like it was real like sketchy. There were cops everywhere, so there was no really way to like fully inspect it. And I'm like, fuck it. Like I think we paid like 20 each for it. It was like $40 total. Like I'm like, if I lose $20, whatever. But if they are mushrooms, let's get it.
And they were
definitely
not.
were like cooking mushrooms.
No, I'm pretty sure he mixed
I'm pretty-
dog shit and portobello mushrooms and, sold them.
and
to
I,
you guys.
I remember throwing them out, and Adam went and grabbed them out of the trash because
Yeah.
he's like, no, they could still be real, and I was like, no, dude, those
And
aren't
then he got
fucking
arrested
real.
with them, man. Unfortunately,
Yeah, he got
They
arrested
weren't
with
even
fake
real.
mushrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, they weren't even real.
Yeah, and obviously they sent him to the lab, and they're like, yeah, they were mushrooms, and I was like, yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Like,
The dude
I
was
literally-
like, yeah, I was just trying to fucking cook a T-bone, asshole. Like, give me
Yeah.
those back.
Then why'd you have them covered in dog shit in a sandwich bag? Why'd you take them to the St. Patty's Day parade? Like I thought I was gonna just I thought maybe a car would catch on fire. I cook a steak on the
Like,
engine.
3 times I come to your doorstep and cook the morello mushrooms, you fucking prick.
yeah,
Hey, that was fucking good.
I was gonna say that's solid, dude. Hell
Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ, Gregory.
Fuck yeah.
What's
dude.
up, Ding?
Same day, different place. Wow,
Goosey.
dude. The gang was taking L's across the city that day, huh? Got one group of friends fucking buying fake mushrooms, the others buying fake hash. I was just chilling, dude. I wasn't trying to buy any drugs from the homeless people in fucking downtown Cleveland.
Yeah, not no more. Even like someone respectable, it's just like buying drugs from strangers. It's just
It's
not,
funny that,
not
like, you
appealing
know,
to me.
in the past, like, when you bought drugs, you think, like, oh, man, you got to meet up with, like, the sketchy guy in the middle of town. And now I'm, like, buying drugs off, like, girls with Birkenstocks, and they're, like, 19 years old, and they, like, deliver it, and they're like, yeah, my mom just dropped me off to sell you drugs. You know what I mean? It's, like, there's such a different dichotomy of, like, of drug dealers now. I mean, there's still, like, the hardcore, like, fucking, I'm a drug dealer, but then there's, like, a fucking...
Trapaholics mixtapes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good
That
too,
was a-
man. Yeah, no, you don't have to walk into the flats anymore and like hope you don't get stabbed by a fucking schizophrenic person in, like the 80s,
Right.
you know? And I think that's why everything's going to shit. You know what I mean? Like it takes a certain, some of these people shouldn't be out here doing drugs, you know? You weren't built for it, you know? Just like
Exactly.
maybe just like stick to other things.
No, just legalize all drugs.
Yeah.
Low key, I've thought it might just be the answer to at least people not dying from them.
It's 21-year-olds take one hit of pot now. They're like, they discover they're bipolar or some shit.
Yeah. 1 week, one marijuana later.
One marijuana later.
Yeah, and then she's got
That's a campaign
she's
right
got
there.
they them.
One marijuana later, and she's on Prozac the next week for like
Yeah.
3 years.
Honestly, yeah, I can relate.
Fucking snorting
Me too, dude.
addies.
Hell yeah.
She's like, I don't take uppers anymore. That's why I only take Xanax.
Yeah, like lots of it.
Yeah, it's way better for me.
Like keeps my anxiety in check.
Just sleep through everything. Sleep through my problems.
I'm a sad bitch.
When you don't got the Zans. Anyways,
Do you want to watch a movie?
You don't need Xanax for that.
I got something to put you to sleep, baby.
I promise I'll give you head after.
Dude, whatever. Yeah, like
You look up, she's just sleeping.
and then you just sit up straight in bed till 8 a.m. and you wake her up. You're like, so I watched like
Yeah.
a bunch of movies, so I'm expecting some really good head.
I just did a Harry Potter marathon. What's good?
What's up, dude?
I have to
Goddamn.
work now. Like, yeah, babe,
Like,
that's,
dude.
you work in 2 hours. I got to shower.
Yeah, well, you gotta brush your teeth before you do that shit too.
exactly.
So,
Wingardium slurp slurp.
oh shit, dude, there's
She's like, what are you doing?
start levitating, man. Dude, whatever's playing on this TV over here is
Shit,
kind of
it's
distracting,
mesmerizing.
dude. I
Yeah.
keep looking over and I'm like,
Whoa,
so,
Whoa, man.
on to
It's
the
like
next
this
thing.
like visualizer for when you're on acid that Joe thought would be a good idea to put on the big TV and we have the inability to. Oh, that's really nice to be actually touched by someone.
I didn't know. I was looking this way the whole time. I just heard that, and I'm like,
This man is definitely a smoker, man. His hands are yellow as fuck.
jaundicing.
You been smoking 2 packs of Marlboro Reds for 25 years, brother. I ain't no bitch.
We also have a new addition to the set, which is
Mr.
we got
Bonesy.
Scully over here on the wall,
Scully Bones.
Scoliosis.
and he's got that is his last name, and he's got some cute little devil horns on because it's October.
Oh,
There you go.
first stream,
Love it, dude.
Bro's
immediately fisted.
getting like
Immediately repurpose
immediately
that.
getting a cold bony hand job.
That's
You know,
great.
like your first sexual experience, it was always like a hand job. Like mine was at least in like 8th grade. Like you'd go.
Did you
down.
text about that shit? Did you guys ever do that shit?
Oh well, no, dude.
Like,
We didn't have like texting.
You'd text and ask what you guys are willing to do before you'd hang out, so there'd be no
No,
awkwardness.
dude, I was like an altar boy. This girl was a freak to me because I was like, we were like hanging out, like making out. And I had this like huge boner, and she was like, take it out, and I was like, what? And
You like, you sure? No one's ever seen this before.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'll take it like halfway. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
Just
taking
the
it-
tip, just the
taking it
tip.
the whole way. She just grabs that shit and starts going after.
You're like, oh, you've done this before,
Yeah,
huh?
I know. I was like, and you know what? The funny thing is, after I broke up with her, she was pregnant in high school. Like 2 weeks later, with this
Damn.
kid named Jamal's baby.
Jeez, man. She went
Damn.
from, man.
She went from
Shoot.
jerking me off to like having sex in the shower real quick.
See, yeah, dude, those those are the kind of girls that teach you a lot when you're younger.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
dude.
you're glad you had your times with them, but you're like, you know, that was wild. I could have got
Right.
fucking in a bad situation. You know, like
Right.
immediately.
Right. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I thought maybe I got her pregnant. You know what I mean? What if, like, some
Dude, that
shit-
shit's so
She like put it in. She like put it in her pocket
Yeah,
after.
I know,
She's
like-
like, I'll be taking this.
That's,
no,
Be like,
you're
don't do
wow.
it.
that's fucked up.
But now, then I was like, after that, I felt like a king. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I got a hand
Praise
job.
the
So now
Lord.
every girlfriend that I have from here on, like, they must have to give me a hand job, right? Like,
It's the first
like-
step.
right.
Yeah, and then a girl won't. And you're like, what do you mean? I thought I was past this. You know.
See,
Next girlfriend's like, why don't I just give you a head? I'm like, whoa, slow down there, Sally.
We're gonna start with a nice tender HJ.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
and we'll
only
work from
want
there.
hand jobs.
To this day, I'm still a
There-
virgin.
They're never enjoyable though, dude. I can't ever remember like one time where I was like, yeah, that's a solid handy. Unless it got to the point where like a girl's like, you know, your dick's all wet and shit, and she's got spit all over it. Yeah, that's pretty enjoyable. But like, you're just getting dry handies. Like they're just fiddling
Yeah.
with
Dude,
the.
And they don't know
fucking-
how to grab it. You know,
They
they're
didn't know
like,
what they
Oh,
were
yeah,
doing.
they're
It's
almost
like, I'll just
popping
do
the
it
head off.
myself.
like, it feels like
Popping the head off.
yeah, it's like a dandelion.
You had one
know?
girl who
You're
didn't
like,
want to get
chill.
it anywhere, so she go to the bathroom so she could finish you into the toilet, and you're like standing there like, okay, I'm almost there.
I can't relate to that
That's
one, but I can
wild.
imagine other people might be able to.
My first hand job, I wrecked my car.
Okay.
I was really confident
Holy shit.
after
crazy.
getting it. You know, it was like directly after we were like.
Oh,
we're
I thought
going-
you meant like during. Dude.
No.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like your first hand job was while you were driving.
no.
I thought it was stick shift.
No, but we were meeting up with friends to go to a park, and
Get
we were
hand
like
jobs.
we were like a convoy, and my buddy up front, oh shit, had one of
HJ
those like
meetup.
iPod transmitters, like that you could connect to your radio, and I was like close enough to him where like I could pick up his signal. So he's listening to like Suicide Silence or some shit, and like it got me all pumped up. And I already was like pumped up. I got my dick touched, and so I decided to overtake my buddy. But like the intersection was like this, so like I had to make like a hard like 100-degree turn. I'm going like 60, and I perfectly nail a tree.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I didn't total my car, but my parents were not happy.
But did
This
you
is why you wait
finish?
till marriage.
Hey, but did you finish though? That's the
Oh, of
qu-
course, yeah.
Okay.
if she had died or something like that, you know what I meant? Why is there semen all over the place? Like, that would have been the craziest story.
Be like, sir, if you do the DNA test, you can see it's only on her hand.
Yeah.
I am innocent.
Right.
Am I guilty? Sure. Of having, urges, natural urges? Yes, I'm guilty.
Am I still writing this confidence off? Yeah.
No,
That
sir.
hand job's still keeping me alive today, man. I'm rolling with that one and just
That's what kept me
that
alive.
one's going to the dirt,
I'd
baby.
have like,
When
no,
I
sir,
wa-
I did not get a hand job. I masturbated and then high-fived her.
That's what saved me when I orgasmed. I was weightless for just a moment,
Yeah.
just to be flimsy enough.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like when, if your body's relaxed, dude, you absorb that impact a little better. And it just caught you in the middle of ecstasy.
Fuck.
That's so funny, man. Well, yeah, Devin, I'm proud of you, and keep going, man, because I know that hand job was dope as hell that you got. Like, I could tell.
Oh, it was sick. I chafed and everything.
I was putting Johnson & Johnson on my dick for weeks.
Some girls use too much lotion when they do that shit. It's just like
Starts to burn.
It's like it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like, all right, this is not natural.
It's like I need a little bit tighter wop. There. You could.
You just grip it a little harder.
God.
This is about 15 minutes on
man,
hand
This
jobs.
shit's gonna come out in like 2 years.
Because
and I'm
ladies
like-
need to learn how to give a solid hand job.
I'm gonna be
Shit.
famous in 2 years, and man, I'm gonna get canceled so quick for this podcast.
Nah, Mookie, you're a star. They can't cancel you. Now give me a hand job.
Yeah.
We're gonna make you a star.
Now I need a hoagie and a handy.
That's great.
Yeah, man. So I believe you when you say that, dude. Your shit's dope as fuck. I can't wait for this show coming up pretty soon. I know you're doing shows all the fucking time. Like after this show, like I'm trying to go with like the shows. You know what I mean? Like hit some different cities and shit too. Cause I've like performed besides like a handful of like other places. Like I haven't performed in any of like the surrounding cities of Cleveland. Like I've only performed in Cleveland or like out of state, you know.
In Columbus.
Right.
Yeah, Columbus and then out of state. Like, so I'm definitely trying to hone in and fucking. Cause performing's like even after that house show, man. Like
It's a high.
I hadn't performed in a while, like in a few months, I think it was. And after that, man, I was like, this is that thing that I'm missing, dude. Like you know what I mean? I felt like my life was getting kind of boring, and I did that show, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like my favorite thing to do. I just like get in front of fucking random people, and then just like you're kind of like vulnerable, like you're kind of put like, I mean, you're totally vulnerable, I guess, but it's just like, but also like you have that. Whoa, man, I got real quiet.
There's a rumble.
Not a bad thing. It just threw me off. No,
that's
but
good.
yeah, no, it was yeah, performing's cool. That's
Hell
what I
yeah,
was getting at, dude.
I feel like I'm on drugs after performing, and then
Yeah.
it's like a creativity high that I like. Because obviously, as long as you get a good crowd response, like I could ride that out for a couple weeks, and it bleeds into like my writing process or just overall just motivation to get shit done.
Yeah, for sure. It keeps your confidence up,
it's
especially
like-
when people fuck with
Because
you.
yeah,
know?
you make all that music and like cool people say they comment, I like your shit, blah blah blah, but you
Like
don't
fire
actually
emojis.
see. Yeah, you don't see the reaction. But when you're performing and you see people fucking bobbing their heads, getting into it, it's like you can't fake that. Like that shit's dope. It's real.
Yeah, it's yeah, and you can ride, and that's what I was getting at. Is like you can ride that wave, like you have that wave of confidence, but like even during the performance, like you're saying like you're saying your fucking life to like a bunch of just random people, like to their face, but like it's like a good it's just like a good feeling to get that shit out and fucking get real sweaty.
It's like a metamorphosis.
Yeah, it's really fucking. So like that's my goal is after this show that we're putting on here, like.
And like
I'm just trying to go with that shit.
I like to watch the crowd open up when I perform. You know, like when you first start, everyone's like, okay.
Can you get a little closer to the mic?
Yeah. So like when you
Sultry. Yeah, that's what
when
we
you
want.
first start and you play that first song,
Yeah.
The crowd's like, oh, okay, like, I think I should probably pay attention a little bit more because this guy has something to say. And then the second song, they're like, okay, like, maybe I'll sing along and maybe I'll look at my friend and be like, yeah, this guy's pretty fucking good. And then, like,
Yeah,
you
you
watch
see
the
people,
crowd
like, tap
open
each other.
up.
Yeah.
And then, like, by the last song, like, there's like there's a character arc to your set, and that's why I like to try out different sets and like what order I'm gonna put my songs in, and like see what the best order is. Like, do I do an acoustic song first, or do I?
I was just about to ask. So what's your go-to? Do you break in the crowd with like a more of like a banger, or do you just start with something like you start low and build it up and then
Yeah.
bring it down?
It
Or do you-
depends, cause like if it's a quiet crowd, real quiet, and they're kind of paying attention, I'll do an acoustic start, cause I'll know that'll catch their attention, cause I'm like, but if it's like a fucking raw crowd, no one's like paying attention or whatever, you gotta start out with like a bang.
Yeah,
Right.
people are like drunk and talking to each other and
Right, you
just
gotta
like
start with a bang, and
Yeah.
then once you have their attention, you gotta switch gears and be like, oh, I can also play the skin flute, you know.
I mean,
Here's
that was
a
my favorite part of your
gonna do
performance.
a
This
jazz
dude whipped
flute.
out the skin flute, and I was like, dude, this is a type of versatility.
Right.
you just
Do
don't
you guys
see
remember
anymore.
the 14-minute bassoon solo, like right in the
Yeah.
middle?
Yeah, when you played the didgeridoo with your ass, that was insane, dude. I was like, this guy's gonna be a star.
My money's on Mookie, baby. He's going to Hollywood. You're gonna be on the Walk of Fame. What can I say?
Yeah, dude, the pooper didgeridoo was fucking an insane set. Like, you did that 15-minute solo.
Well, they say
changed
that
my
my butthole is larger than others. You know?
I mean, yeah, when it wrapped around the mouth of that thing, those aren't small instruments, Yeah. No, but
Did an absolute paint job on the inside of that didgeridoo.
it starts leaking out the other, spilling on the floor. Like, oh God, get the wet when slippery or slippery when wet sign. Wet when slippery. Okay.
It is wet when it's
I mean,
slippery.
it's like, is water wet? It's like it must be. I don't know.
Hey, save that for later.
Oh yeah. I wanna.
Is water wet or is it?
Yeah.
Water,
Oh,
wet,
he's-
water is wet. Like
what you
wet
did,
is
Zach.
water.
It's cool, dude. We got other water.
Fuck.
Is water wet?
No,
Let's
water
hit it.
is like wet is water. Like when something like you know what I mean. Everything has water in it.
Not
so,
everything
like,
that's wet is water.
Water's only wet when you're not in
Are
it.
we wet?
And not everything that's water
mean,
is
I
wet.
No, but like anything that is what has water in it.
I mean, okay, we're 60%
This isn't
water.
wet.
Are we wet?
Yeah, we're
We're covered in oils.
We're
Dude,
wet
my tongue
boys.
is so wet.
I'm
right now.
moist right
Mine's
now.
not. I have the driest mouth in the fucking world right
Yeah,
now.
but you're
actually.
still wet inside.
Because you ain't
know
got
what I
that
mean?
body armor, tropical.
Yeah, I mean, I got that wet.
It's
I'm
not
a
an
wap. I'm a wet ass person.
Wet ass person. Wild ass piece.
I like what Sav. I think was it Sav? Is he the one who said it? He said water's only wet when you're not in it. You know what I mean? Like if you get squirted with water while you're in a
Yeah.
pool, you're not gonna be like
Well,
but when you're outside the pool, I
Yeah,
guess
but-
that has more to do with convenience than
Water isn't wet,
Wetness.
as if you could kill time without injuring eternity, bro.
you know? I remember your slam poetry session. It was really good.
Wait,
bang, pop,
did I
dead.
do a
Loud noises.
It was really good.
Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia. What else does he say?
I don't even fucking remember. A bunch
Killed
of nonsense.
herself. Oh, Cynthia. It's like, all right. chill out.
Oh, Cynthia.
I've freestyled some slam poetry once. Not to anybody. I was by myself, but I was like, that shit's fucking easy, Doesn't really have to.
All right, do it.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Can we
Let's
pull
give
up
him a
some
topic.
slam
Let's
poetry?
give him a topic.
Awkward silence.
Stealing it from the movie.
No. That's basically slam poetry. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's not. This isn't art. Yes, it is. This is the same thing over and over again. No, it is not. Slam poetry.
I turn the light on and off, and on and off, and on off.
Spend 10
sometimes-
minutes. Spend 10 minutes trying to get it directly in the middle.
That's
and
what I was
so
just about to
it's-
say. Sometimes I like to
When
put it
he
in the
touched
middle.
my thigh, I cried a little bit inside, side.
You see that? Have you ever been to a slam poetry at a coffee shop or something?
Oh yeah, dude. My buddy actually does slam poetry, and my friend Savannah Brown, she's like famous for it. She had a poem get like 16 million views, and now she's like a professional YouTuber, and that's like I mean, she writes books now, but like, I don't think she does slam anymore. But in high school, she was fucking huge, dude.
Damn.
She was famous. In like my high school. I still talk to her, and she's got I think like 500,000 followers on Instagram.
Damn, all right off this slam poetry shit,
Off
dude.
the slam poetry, and
You
it
know,
was
some people are like, I'm a millionaire off this rap shit. She's
it was
like,
like
yo,
a
I'm
deep
fucking-
That's a
fucking
flex.
slam poetry though. It was like it started off where it was like you raped me or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Jeez.
that's definitely a thing. I mean, that it makes sense.
It's a
to-
good format.
But it
for
was
that.
good, you know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't like woe is me or anything like that. It was like really solid. Like she wasn't pitying herself or anything.
Sure.
Like it was just like fucking like
Stating.
Savannah was always just so cool, you know what I mean? She's like this 6'1", like tall, skinny girl, like just like she like sees through your bullshit.
You need those people. You need someone who's not only gonna see through it, but then be like,
You know what I mean? She was like bisexual before anyone knew what bisexual was.
before it was cool.
What is the origin, I wonder, of slam
It is cool
poetry?
now.
Is that like the beatniks? Or was it something before? Like,
I don't know.
We'll have Joe look it
Where
up.
let's all take a guess of where
I
slam
think-
poetry originated.
I'm guessing beatniks.
I don't know. I've heard of it. I'm not.
That's
I'm
like
guessing a bunch of
the
guys.
original hipsters
I'm like a
in the
bunch.
50s.
Yeah, I'm benching a bunch
Oh.
of guys wearing fedoras got together and they were like, "What if we just absolutely shit on Walt Whitman?"
You know what I think? It was a black person that invented it.
Probably.
If we're going based off history, you know, the old hipsters probably stole it. You know.
Black people pretty much invented all form of art except for like classical painting and like Mozart, like operas.
And even then, like they might have started that too, and it just got
Right.
Right.
it just
1984?
got wiped.
No, because like I mean, in Europe before they even like had.
Oh, so this is like a newer thing.
More like slam noetry.
American poet Mark Smith
Gotta
is
hate it.
credited with starting the poetry slam at the Get Me High Lounge in Chicago in November 1984.
The Get Me High Lounge. I
That's
want to
sick.
go
Nice.
there.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's still a
Chicago?
place. Of course it was Chicago. Like improv started there too.
The Green Mill. Oh, I made a permanent home in the Green Mill. The Green Mill in Chicago is so fucking dope, dude. I levitated there.
Is that
So-
the jazz place you went to?
Yeah, it's this old jazz club that like Al Capone used to hang out at, and like apparently like I was reading up on it. And apparently he used to sit in the back corner next to the stage, so if the feds came through the front, him and his people would just like escape out the back and just get out of there. And I went twice over like a week, like 4 or 5. I was there for like 4 or 5 days. I went twice, just because the first time was just like great.
Yeah, I want to go to some jazz clubs. Really do.
So there's the Bop Stop right down the street in Ohio City. It's got great jazz music. Like
The Bop Stop.
it's called the Bop Stop. Yeah, only like real legit jazz bands play there.
Is that the one like off the highway up there?
Yeah, it's like
Oh no shit! I thought it was like a store that sold like instruments.
no, it's like a cool night jazz club. Like
We should go.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
Yeah,
check it out.
I'm trying to go for sure. I didn't
I
even
love
know.
I love the
I mean,
jazz
they put
music.
on. I mean, it's like expensive cocktails, good jazz music. You wear like your nicest like suit and shit. My girl dresses
Oh, like
in,
a suit?
scarlet dress. Oh yeah, she'll be fucking.
You had is that like the normal attire?
Like dress code.
I mean, no, I mean you can dress like a jazz snob too, in like jeans and a polo. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I want to let my chest hair
And,
out
like,
a little
yeah,
bit
and,
and
like,
just
one of
tuck
those,
in my
like,
necklace.
fucking-
Very busy shirts.
Just go up to everyone. Hey, you're gonna be a star. I can make you guys famous.
I want to go in fucking cargo shorts, a wife beater, and I want to shave just the sides of my head,
Okay.
Perfect.
and then just be like, this is like I
I'm gonna
live
put
for
on
jazz.
a zoot suit, just like fucking look like a pimp.
You guys
Pretty
ever
cool.
you guys ever watch the like Tales from the Trip? It's like I think it's Comedy Central where it's like the comics talk about doing some type of psychedelic or whatever.
And they have like the
Sting
cartoon
was
to
on
go
it.
with it.
Yeah. They had one where the guy like is with a bunch of friends and they wanted to take acid in the morning. It was I think in San Francisco and they like decided the best way to do it was to wear suits because no one's gonna question you if you're in a suit. And I-
Hell yeah. Tripping in a suit.
Sting was like, I was taking peyote in South America, and I was on a farm, and this guy asked me to birth his cow, and so I'm fucking tripping on peyote and shrooms, and I'm pulling a live calf out of another cow, and he's
Dude,
like,
that'd be crazy.
he was like, he couldn't even tell if it was really happening. Like way later, there's a video of him, like his eyes are like, what is happening?
Dude, there's like so many people in this world that like saw the birth of their child while like just gone, and were just like just blown away by it. Like this, like a surreal.
Are there though?
Because it's already like just imagine like your wife's not due for another like month or something, or even like
your
maybe
wife
like
take
another couple
acid?
weeks. And no, I'm not saying the mother. I mean, probably, definitely that
Like,
has
there's a bunch
happened.
of alcoholic dumbass dads
Yeah.
too that be watching their wives get pregnant while fucked up.
Yeah, drunk, but I don't
yeah.
know about tripping. I don't think that's a very.
No, I'm just saying,
common
like,
occurrence.
I was just talking about, like, the dad, you know? Like,
Sure,
you say,
it's
like, he's
happened.
like, well, you know, like, she's not due for another few weeks. Like, I'm
Or
just,
there's
I'm
a
just
music
pot-
festival and she's due in 3 weeks will be fine.
Yeah, she's doing whippets and shit. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Whoa.
He's doing whippets. Where are you at? Like Insane Clown Posse?
Dude, you know how many juggalos probably saw their little
Yeah.
juggalo babe? They come out with the paint on their
You know
face.
they go like 8 months pregnant to a Juggalo concert just to
Oh,
have
yeah.
their baby at a Juggalo.
Yeah,
Right,
people get
right.
married at
Yeah,
those
I'll
fucking
say,
things.
for
You know what I
real.
mean? And like, more power to them, man. They found like a family and shit. Good for
Yeah,
them.
it's
But
like a
like,
cult.
yo,
Totally,
that-
yeah, it is a cult though.
yeah, but it's like, really, like, damn, you wanted to be covered in face paint and like your hair spiked and like frosted tipped for like,
Dude, them juggalo bitches are probably freaky as fuck though.
yeah, they're weird though.
They probably want to like tie you up and shit and like
yeah, I mean,
No, they want to like accept
make you act like a dog or some
You
weird
know what I mean?
shit.
I'm not into that shit. I don't want someone to accept
Yeah, they want
me
those.
for who
Those
I
are the
am.
chicks that want to peg you for
Yeah,
sure.
fucking- they're like, you go to a Juggalo concert, they're like, hey man, yeah, come do our drugs, dude. It's like a Grateful Dead concert. It's like, what?
you're like, no, man, I'm scared of you.
So
I
me
don't
and my
know.
girl were thinking.
Everyone's so nice. It's like everyone's so nice, but I draw the line at bad music taste. I'm sorry. It's like you could be the greatest person in the world, but if you're throwing on that new Insane Clown Posse, I'm out.
Yeah, I can't have
Yeah.
that in the background and enjoy myself. I don't
You
care how
ever
nice you
birthed a
guys are.
child on weed?
On weed. Yes.
That probably
I
I will.
have.
I probably will be stoned for the birth of my child because I'll be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to deal with this bitch."
What?
Fuck.
He's gonna be in the garage. He's gonna be like, my water broke. He's gonna be like, can I finish
be
my?
there in
Can I
5
finish my shit? Dude, can I not have a moment of peace in this house?
Sorry to my future wife.
I'll put it out. Is that what you want? Jesus Christ.
I'll eat a fucking edible. All right. God damn it! I gotta wait an hour.
Excuse me, do I have time to step outside before that thing comes out?
Yeah, it's like, dude, like,
I just bring my rig in here or what?
they're giving her an epidural, and you're like, this fucking edible hasn't even kicked in yet, dude. I'm pissed. I think I got ripped off.
Dude, I'm like so scared to be a dad, man. I wear like mismatched socks and shit still, you know what I mean? I barely like, I have like maybe like 10 pairs of underwear and I wear like the same one like pretty much like all the time. I mean, I wash them, but like.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you playing, dude?
oh, let's go.
Juggalos.
Juggalo concert?
Is it
They're
the
doing
gathering,
what's that shit called? The
the gathering of the Juggalos?
Poya
Yeah.
or
Or
Oh, the poi.
It's too late. The
Is this-
Juggalos go to bed early. That's why there's no one.
this is gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you don't want to take a girl like that to your mom?
No, dude.
Come on.
That girl built like a 2x4.
She's Plank from fucking
Yeah.
there is
It's
It's
Yeah,
either
Eddie.
really skinny or really thick.
Yeah.
Like big.
Like-
Like, and they're all wearing like
horses.
fucking Etnies Unlimited footwear.
the
Hey, Ednies are fire, dude.
the one member I forget their names, but he
Shaggy
was
Too Dope and something else.
yeah I always
Silent
remember
J or Silent J
No, is that,
Yeah.
yeah.
or is Violent J? Violent J.
Silent J's from
Yeah.
that movie.
Silent Bob.
Yeah,
Silent
Silent
Bob.
Bob.
Is Violent J or some shit.
I wish
yeah.
I wish the Insane Clown Posse had Silent Bob, dude. So they shut the fuck up.
Maybe they'd have less
Oh.
fans.
But they had an interview and they showed one of the members, this guy on TikTok who like tattooed the paint on his face, and
Oh
even
my
the
God.
leader of one of the heads of the fucking ICP was like, "No, that's fucked
that's
up."
fucked
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
dumbass."
fucking idiot,
Yeah.
dude. I'm sorry I made you. I'm sorry I had anything to do
Right.
with that. You
Yeah.
know? I feel guilty if someone did. If I was like Kiss and someone like tattooed Kiss face paint on them, I'd be like, dude, I'm retiring.
People
You
do
ruined
that.
this for
yeah,
me.
No, people do. That. I mean, like, you look
It's
at
like
all
the-
the girls
the
who have
Joker
like Post
dude.
Malone.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, I'm 30 now. Like, I hit a different point in my life and I can't get a job. It's like, it shows, he's showing his progress of him, like, getting it removed. But, like,
It takes
it's,
forever, and it's your face.
and you're still going to see it. It's just not going to be that.
It's
dark.
almost gonna look worse than if
Oh,
you just.
shit.
How many
Yes, the
drugs did this
laser.
guy take?
What
to,
if he
like-
just filled in the spots that he hasn't? What if he just filled in the spots that he hasn't tattooed yet? Would that work?
I don't think that's going to work, man.
Yeah, just do
Would
the
that
whole
be
thing.
any
Not
better?
being good, no.
Well, then I guess he's fucked.
Jesus.
you either what was the
He really did it though. You know, he went for it.
That's
what
like
was-
the dude.
Rachel
that's
Dahl is all that shit, dude.
the dude that's tattooed the like Joker. His whole entire face though.
Oh, cheers formulas,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's
What?
I was just talking to chat. Go ahead.
oh, yeah.
Our
Oh, he
our
those-
VIP chat.
huh?
He was one of my old VIPs and still active now VIP.
Hell yeah.
He's the one that pager. Phyllis
VIP sounds
Pager.
like
Oh
a
yeah,
very
yeah,
old
where he
shit.
said that's like the best beat he's ever heard, and I was like, low key, it's up there.
I'm excited we're gonna be performing it.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
I got too much time up on that stage, dude. I need to get as many features on that in that show as possible. I'll be dead if I don't. I'll have no breath left.
I wanted to ask, how long have you done music?
Me?
Yup.
Oh well, let's see. I've been writing music since like 7th grade. Just like acoustic guitar. Like I remember I was listening to like, a lot of John Mayer and shit like that. Because I played guitar way before that. But writing music, like writing my own lyrics. Yeah, it was 7th grade because I wrote this fucking song called "Unrequited Love." It was for a goth girl at my school, and I burned it onto a CD. I had GarageBand, and I burned it onto a CD, and I put it in her locker, and she never talked to me.
What a
Damn.
bitch,
probably
dude.
never-
She's
she
probably
probably never
pissed
even
now.
It
listened
wasn't
to
her.
it.
I don't think it was her taste in music, man.
No,
you know?
definitely not. She was like a Gerald Way or whatever his name
This
is.
is my love for you.
Yeah, like
This is my love. That's the
the
shit.
Black Parade.
Yeah, dude. That's what you should have sent to her if you were trying to impress a
I don't know.
goth chick.
My
you know?
father.
We all make
said to
mistakes,
me-
though, dude. And sometimes the good ones get away, and we learn from it. You know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that if she listened to that song, you guys would still be together today. But sometimes it just leads you to better things.
Right. No, I think I don't know where she's at now.
It's
I
gonna
think
be alright.
she like lost her goth phase and now has like a kid, and like her husband has a pickup truck.
Whoa.
Yeah, they turn country.
Yeah,
There's
real
not
quick,
a lot
especially in
that-
Wadsworth. Especially in Wadsworth, it's either like all the goth girls went country and found like a nice country boy who works in like his dad's auto parts shop, but honestly, like they have great lives, and he never went to college, but he doesn't have any debt.
They make
You
an
know what I
honest
mean?
living.
They
Oh,
make probably better than I am.
They
but
have
yeah.
land that they
They are
They have
mortgaging
chickens.
homes and shit.
well, I've only been to Wadsworth a handful of times, but it's more rural, right? It's very
It's farmland.
not a very liberal area. from
Very
my under-
conservative.
So
yeah.
is there,
My dad sells guns in his restaurant. Dead ass.
That's hard.
dude.
That's
Fuck,
hard.
that's
Um,
cool.
My dad has gun auctions in his restaurant.
Are you a gun guy?
No, I mean I don't really care if people have them. I think it's like yeah, whatever. Like because I think every person that I've seen that owns a gun, personally, has been very safe with it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they're very conscious of the people around them and to lock it up and to, like you know what I mean? They take gun safety precautions. So I'm like, when people are like, yeah, don't own guns, I'm like, like whatever.
I mean, like, think about it. Like, no one goes into someone's home and says, yeah, they owned a nail gun and they knew to put it away, wrap up the, like, no one's
do
gonna
you put
do
your
you
do you put your
you
knife
could
set
do
away?
you could do the same amount of damage, if not more, with a fucking nail gun or a knife.
Oh yeah.
And no one's like, like.
I always
don't know.
hide my
I'm-
knives when Cam
I'm
comes
like-
over, dude.
I
He
mean,
gets
most of the
weird.
accidents that happen with guns are kids. I mean, they find
Sure.
out, or like an mentally unstable person who knows someone who owns a gun. And I think like they just need to do background checks. You know what I mean? I don't think like a convict should have a gun, obviously, and I don't think a mentally unstable person should have a gun. You know what I mean? But
pretty
who's to
common
say?
sense.
I mean, who's to say who's mentally unstable though? You know what I mean? You could have a completely clean record and be mentally unstable. But
One
have
marijuana later.
Yeah, exactly. One marijuana.
One pot stick later.
Right. I don't know.
Was there a lot of
It
horse
only
girls?
takes one.
In Wadsworth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of horse
Do you
girls.
like horse girls?
You know what? I used to think they're cringe, but they're kind of grown on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that bitch is weird,
Those
and now you're
bitches-
like, that bitch a freak.
Yeah,
man,
those bitches
come
are
on.
loyal as hell.
Your trusty steed.
Strong, built like bull.
Formulas. I'm actually doing a stream production tomorrow, and I should be starting to do that weekly. So I am bringing it back. Horse girls. What was I gonna say? Fuck. I don't know.
Some bitch. When did you pick up the guitar?
My dad had this pink Stratocaster when I was a kid, and he used to play that Adam Sandler song, like "I'll even let you hold the remote control." It was so funny, and we would ask him to play like every night. And then after he went to bed, I would like sneak downstairs and like start to play it, and he started to notice. So he got me lessons, and I hated the lessons, so I quit the lessons.
Yep.
And then in like 4th grade, I just kept like going back to it, and like just trying to figure it out. And then YouTube came along. Boom! I just learned everything on YouTube. And then the biggest like how I learned how to really play guitar is there's this guy named Jesse Smith that lives in my town, right? And Jesse Smith was one of my neighbors. I lived on like kind of like a rural farmer area, and I just hear him playing all the time, like the banjo on the front porch. And so I walked up to him one day. I was like, "Can you teach me how to play that?" And he goes, "No." And he's like, "But you can watch me." Okay. And so get this. This is the craziest part about this story. So for years and years, I just went over there and we jammed, and like I learned how to play all this crazy finger picking stuff. And he comes to my high school graduation because I played the guitar for like the people walking down. It was like really cool. I played like all this finger picking stuff, and everyone's like, "Yeah," like these old people are like, "Do you know who that is?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Jesse Smith." And they're like, "Yeah, Jesse Smith. Do you know who he is?" And I'm like, "He's my neighbor." And they're like, "He's the backup guitarist for Eric Clapton and Cream." And I was like, "What?"
Holy
And they're
shit.
like, "Yeah, he quit the band Cream because Eric made his whole band do drugs back then, and he had a wife with a kid on the way, and so Eric Clapton was so fucked up on like heroin that he would make Jesse stand off stage and play his solos for him, and he would like fake it."
Huh.
No shit.
Wow.
Damn. And you didn't even know. You just thought it was your
Jeez.
neighbor guy who was fucking good at the banjo
shredding
and the
the
guitar,
banjo.
and you didn't even realize that you were fucking hanging with.
He probably preferred that you didn't know.
I mean, this dude is like a fucking. If you pull up just like his Jesse Smith finger picking, he just won 2nd place in like a national finger picking contest.
No shit.
There's not a lot of videos of him, but like there are a few.
That was
It
crazy.
was crazy.
Did you-
Crazy. Oh god.
Sorry, I remembered my question. What did you hate
That's
about
him.
music lessons? Because I also went through guitar and like piano.
I just like hated having homework.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like,
it
they
felt
just
like
grabbed the
homework.
book from the store and then immediately just
And
go
it
by
wasn't.
that.
They would,
Read chapter 1 and practice this.
and it wasn't
You're
just like
what?
go in there. I want to learn how to play this song. They'd be like, "No, let's do warm ups and
Right.
fucking bullshit." I'm like, "No, I just want to learn how to play
Yeah,
this
get to
fucking
the good
Jason
stuff.
Mraz song so I can fucking get my hand job in the basement." And, like, you know what
I
I
learned how
want?
to play instruments to get hand jobs. That's you know.
Come on, baby, work with me.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to get a
Jesse
handy.
builds his own guitars. He builds guitars for Thompson Guitar Company, and he actually made me a guitar. I have a custom guitar by him.
It's fucking sick.
Damn, that's dope.
They're
as
worth
fuck.
like $10,000.
I'm not getting audio.
Wow. That sucks.
1 sec.
Actually, I was at Jackson's Mills. They have a festival there, and Bob just happened by, introduced himself to me, and asked me if I'd want to try one of his guitars. And I tried it and didn't want to put it down. Next thing I know, there's 4 of us in this jam session. We're all playing Bob Thompson guitars. He puts himself into his instrument so much. I've seen.
Can you type in like a
and
freestyle
played
session
many
where he's
of his
just
guitars,
jamming?
And, everyone.
There's a lot on Facebook.
Rare footage of
this guy's not.
Rare footage of him and Mookie on the porch has been found.
I do. have
That's why
videos
we
of us
brought it
playing
up.
together. Like, but this finger picking style is so incredibly hard to do. It's like Chet Atkins, like he can shred too, like you know what I mean. But like this is so much harder than shredding.
It's very
Yeah,
very precise. And
The only
Technical.
valuable guitar lessons I had, because I did the same thing. I like 3rd grade did like piano lessons, hated it. 4th grade tried guitar lessons, hated it. And then went back one more time in middle school, and I had this fucking guy who absolutely loved Van Halen, and I could give a shit less about Van Halen. Rest in peace, though. He was very talented. But like, so he forced me to learn "Running with the Devil" by him, which whatever. I still
Right.
know that fucking song. Yeah, I learned "Eruption" too because you have to. But
Oh, that's sick.
yeah,
I
it's,
never learned the shredding.
I don't know it anymore. But it was the finger or the tapping shit.
It's not as hard as you think.
No, it's
'Cause
pretty
I've
easy.
tapped.
A little closer.
I've tapped that guitar before, and I thought it was not that hard.
Yeah, like I'm interested in the math rock, like
You have
tapping.
an acoustic here?
Yes.
Is that
Oh, it's downstairs. It's really out of tune right now. Yeah, I gotta fix a peg. But yeah, I asked him to teach me a classical song, and he taught me finger picking. And I lost my pinky. I can't do my pinky anymore. I can only do my. But yeah, finger picking, that was a super good skill to learn while young, like for guitar, because
definitely? I don't think I would have the patience to learn all like the finger picking, like because I learned banjo picking first. So like using that on a guitar, people are like, "That's fucking crazy. What are you doing with that guitar?" Like it's like banjo picking.
You fuck with Billy Strings?
Yeah, dude.
That
Billy Strings
dude
crazy.
is crazy.
His live
I
shows
don't
are
even like
insane.
that type of music, but my homie got me into him, and I fucking, if it's Billy Strings, I'll jam out to his finger picking is incredible, dude.
Bluegrass is the type of music though. Like I wouldn't listen to it like on the speaker, but like watching bluegrass music, watching people play that shit, it's like so captivating because they're just such good musicians.
Yeah, you could you could just zone in and just
Yeah.
like I would never
Yeah,
listen to
pull
it, but
up a
I've been
Billy
to
Strings
shows. I
video,
went to a show at the Red Rocks when I was in
Oh,
Colorado. That was it was a bluegrass
Dustin
folky type
Abaggy's a good
band,
one.
and I just had a great ass time, and it was just so. And they got those big screens and shit, and like they're getting the close ups of them playing, and you're just like, wow.
Seen this video.
This is when he's like super
Yeah,
young. He's like
16.
Yeah, 16, and he had like a meth addiction from a very early age. It's about meth.
oh, yeah, it's like in a minute. Yeah.
I slept in 7 days, I ate in 3. This methamphetamine has got a damn dead hold of me. My weaker friends have got me to the point of no return. I just take my lighter to the mold and watch it burn. This life was in, it's got me in. But it's got me back in prison once again. I used my only phone call to contact my daddy for 20 long years. Just in the back.
See, like this guy's good, but Jesse would make this guy look like a fucking amateur.
Sure.
When he
For real?
shreds like this, oh, well, he's the number one. He's the number 2 guitar picker in all the country. So like he's played with Clapton, like he's played, like he's like he right there. He's playing one pentatonic scale. Jesse would be like, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take that scale and move it up 4 octaves and play the whole. He uses the whole fretboard every time he plays. It's fucking insane. Like he shreds. Like
None of them compare to the guy that does Chicken the Corn.
well, you know Shaky
Bushy's-
Graves. Do you know
Bushy
Shaky
one
Graves?
string?
Shaky Graves is like those dudes that'll just like perform in the street. Or no, I'm thinking of someone
Shaky
else.
Graves is like one of my favorite artists of
It was
all time.
Brushy. Have you heard Brushy one string?
Oh fuck that dude! I hate that dude.
What?
Chicken the corn when the corn ain't grown, mama.
His studio album is really good. I really liked it.
Oh, I'm talking about what was it? Toe Jam. I hate that guy. The guy that plays with his foot because he has no arms.
Wasn't he on?
That's a terrible thing to say. I hate that guy with
I
no
love that
arms.
his name is Toe Jam.
Yeah,
But
no.
you're over here just like fucking hate
Fucking
that guy.
hate that
Scum.
guy. Dude. He literally has one toe. He plays the guitar with one toe.
Oh, you mean the guy with no arms and one toe? Yeah, he's a
I
piece of
fucking
shit.
hate that guy.
Yeah, fuck him. You know.
No, I just think I like saw the Pope kiss his feet once.
Oh, well, I judge the Pope more than dude. If the Pope was like, I want to kiss your feet, I'll be like,
There's a video
Yeah,
of the Pope
motherfucker,
kissing
actually,
Toe
you know.
Jam's feet. Look up Pope kisses
yeah, I
Toe
have,
Jam's feet.
I have to see that. Dude, his toes already blessed, man. Get your dirty lips off his feet.
I saw him type in toe jam and it just said world's like
World's-
thickest toe
Yeah.
jam for his video. And I was like, no,
not
definitely
watching that,
not
dude.
it.
No, it's Chipotle still settling in.
It's like guacamole, baby.
Chill out, dude.
Do you guys watch pimple popping videos?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
dude,
bro.
my stepdad's been watching Dr. Pimple Popper. I don't watch
Oh.
it, but I notice every time I come home stoned and that's on the TV, I'll just eat my bowl of cereal and just like, and just like in awe, dude. It's not even the fact like
How do you
shit's
eat?
gross.
Yeah, like I just sit there and eat.
That's
to
the only.
it.
I don't know.
I only
It
like
doesn't
during
disgust me
meals.
really. Like it's more or less what disgusts me is that the people like a lady will come in with a bump that's like 8 inches on her shoulder, and she's like, "Yeah, I just grew my hair out and I like tucked it over it." But the worst I saw was this lady
What
had
the
the
fuck?
like 5 of them, ranging from baseballs to like almost like a mini basketball,
Dude, that
with the
shit
biggest
makes me-
one.
that shit
To the
makes me
point she had them so
queasy.
long she named them. And she's talking about them like they're kids. She's like, Shelly over there's like 15. Like
What
her,
the
she
fuck?
had one that was, I think the oldest
That's
was
like a
15 or
problem.
18 years.
How do you not just get like sepsis or some shit? How does
She
that
literally looked
not
like
seep
Igor.
into your how's the pus not seep into your like bloodstream and just like you have one for like
Well, it's like their sacs. I don't know they're all different, but it's like a sac develops and then the sac fills up and it just keeps going and going and going.
yeah, I'm not into that shit, man.
Yeah.
But it's very
I-
intriguing.
I had a ass pimple a few days ago.
Nice,
It was
nice.
big and it was just a pain in the ass.
Ah.
That wasn't even intentional, to be honest.
This guy.
But I was looking at the mirror and my girl walks upstairs and she's like, "Oh, we're at this point of the relationship." I'm like, "You pop it then." Like it's actually in a weird spot. It would help. She'll just put her nail at my face and just fucking pop one out of nowhere, no warning. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I got it."
Did she
my
pop your
God.
Did she pop your butt pimple?
She didn't pop my butt pimple.
Aw.
I wish she did.
I'll talk to her. Man.
My
Is it
girl
still
like,
there?
fucking examines
got
my
it.
body.
Okay.
It's so creepy. You know what I mean? Like I've never had a girl like my girlfriend now. She'll be like, pull down your pants. I'm like, why? Okay.
No,
like,
guy.
no, she's like, she
Hand
just wants
job?
to like look at my dick. She'll just be like, she'll look at it. And she'll be like, aw. You know what I mean? Like my flaccid, like fucking just like
Just-
ginger pube.
You're just like-
fucking like, yeah. I'm like, all right, what you gonna do down there?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Especially
Yeah,
like
it's a little
after,
I'm having a bad dick day.
especially after sex, like she'll just go down there and just be like, why do you put on your underwear after sex? I'm like, because I'm holding my boys up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
I feel more like I don't like to just lay in bed
Yeah.
naked. Even if I'm
Naked,
by
yeah.
myself, I don't lay in
I
bed
don't let him. No,
because I don't want my ass juice and
Yeah,
everything.
all that
just, like,
juice, like-
yeah, just like sitting on the bed. Like
I
I'd
like
rather.
to pull my undies up. Yeah.
I'd actually just take mine and I just put it through the hole in the boxer.
You don't even know. She doesn't get anything. No
Like-
pubes. No.
And then when I'm done, I'm just like, oh, and then I just put it back in and I curl up like an armadillo.
Never let her give you head.
No.
She's never actually seen my
Don't touch
dick.
it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Yeah, no, that's
No, I
not
feel
true.
That the only time I pass out naked is if it's like really like drunk sex. It probably shouldn't have even been had because you're so drunk. It's
Right.
just like you just feel like you're abusing a chick when you get to that point of whiskey dick. But when
You
you
start to feel
finally
bad,
like if
you're just
they
like, "All right,
they
dude,
stiff
I'm
through
out."
it and you get that nut out and you just roll over and
You don't even have the energy, dude.
Yeah, don't
You
even-
wake up and your toes are still curled.
just rub your shit off with a towel, toss it, and just roll over. And like,
No, you sleep in it.
aren't
you
you gonna?
pig.
She's like, aren't you gonna cuddle me? I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you.
My babe will wake me up and she'll be like, I'll fall asleep before, and she'll be like, babe, I was horny last night, but you fell asleep. I was like, all right, well, you want to have sex now? No. It's like, well, why tell me? Like,
Yeah,
or
like,
just
you know-
wake me up with a nice,
Yeah,
you know,
wake me up.
wake me up with a nice BJ.
Yeah,
you know?
literally, if I wake up in the middle of the night to my girl wanting to have sex with me, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, get off!
Right.
Like
Get off me.
I'm in my 20s. I'm gonna be like, fucking yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah,
I've read Reddit stories, so you never know if it's true, but where like a girl's like, oh, I'm gonna give my boyfriend morning head while he's asleep, and like they'll like pee in their mouth.
because it's warm, dude. Oh my god.
If you were like a heavy sleeper, maybe I would like.
Have you guys had that happen
someone
yet?
trying to rip off my unders? I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's happened to me, and I woke up and I just accidentally punched her in the top of the head.
Did
and I was
you wake
like,
up
oh,
before
sorry.
she got in her mouth, or did you?
No, I'm kidding. I've never been woken up to that.
I was saying I had it happen
Hello,
once, and I woke up
darkness, my
immediately.
friend.
But it would just be so cool to wake up to like dick rock hard, dick in mouth, and she's just going at it.
And you're just like, okay.
I
You
wake
just
my
put your
girl
arms
up
back
all
and
the
it's
time
like,
with
yeah.
not oral, just kind of like.
Just like-
And then she's like,
Stop
she turns around,
it.
she's like, I love when you wake up like this. I'm like, I know.
she wakes up like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah,
no, like
no.
you can't do that with like a girlfriend when you first meet her. Though it'd be creepy. You know
Oh
what I
no,
mean?
there has to be a level.
There has to be like a talk about it, like where it's like she's like, because I remember one time she's like, I like just being woken up like that, and I was like,
Yeah,
every
dude.
morning. Now I'm
Say
like,
less.
Here into eternity.
Right.
I will be your alarm clock.
Right. Yeah. when my boy wakes me up, these boys will wake you up.
Right.
Oh yeah, dude.
Air
That's it. You wake
quotes?
up. Yeah. What, your air quotes? These boys will wake you up.
Puppies.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing sex and stuff.
Who would have thought, dude?
Doing
proud of
sex.
Yeah,
is-
dude.
Who
Look-
would have thought like a ginger from Wadsworth would have sex?
Yeah.
Honestly, nobody, man. You're defying the odds, and that's why we kind of had you on the podcast because we just knew that.
I'm an
you're-
enigma. Yeah.
Yeah, we just knew that, like, this guy's fucking. It's
Yeah,
This
very-
guy fucks.
Yeah, it's
Nice cock, bro.
I be
Yeah,
having
we-
sex.
Nice
guys.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes she's asleep, and I'm just, I'm trying to make something happen, and then I'm just like, I'll just go to the bathroom real quick.
Yup.
I'm gonna fall asleep. It's in the hassle,
Right, and then right when you come out, she's like, babe,
Can
you
scratch-
spoon me? Like, and you're spooning her, but your dick's still half hard, and you're like, oh, I don't want her to know.
That's
that I
why it's
just
that's why
rubbed
you
one off.
little spoon it, dude. Little
That's
spoon.
why you put on your boxers so they don't know.
Babe, I thought you would want to load on your face while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And she just wakes up and you're like, good morning.
And then, yeah, I've done it. It gets you in trouble.
Come on, baby. It's protein. Gobble it up.
It's worth the views.
Oatmeal.
Yeah, man. It's normal. It's normal.
This is science.
It's getting warm in here.
What?
Beep, beep, pop, pop.
Oh, there's a story.
What?
Joe's got a story. You want to switch spots with me? Or sit where Devin's sitting. Get some face.
Tag him in. As we welcome Joe to the table.
Whoa, that was trippy. This
The
has a
man
delay,
behind
and
the
as
chair.
Devin was walking on my screen here the same time you were about to sit down, and I was like,
Whoa.
it put me in a. All right. What's your story,
I'm
Joe?
a very deep sleeper, and the problem with fucking getting woken up to head or whatever, which my girlfriend or fiance rather likes to do, is many times I'll wake up, she'll be pissed as fuck. She'll be like, I was blowing you for like a half an hour,
What?
and you didn't wake up, and I'm like, what?
You didn't even nut either?
Like, it happened to my
Damn.
body, but I wasn't there. You know, I wasn't there.
Make him squirt.
Damn, bro.
Oh, this is not even like a one-time occurrence.
You're
30
like, punch
minutes?
me in the fucking face next time. And I'll be like, what the fuck? And she'll be like, I'm trying to suck your dick. I'll be like, oh, all right, yeah, I bet.
30 minutes though? You're a champ, dude.
Were you having dreams or something? Like you're saying other girls' names like sleep talking. And she's like, what?
Fuck, dude, that would not end very well.
He's dreaming about like basketball, like oh Shaq, yeah. Shaq.
Why is all my dreams turning fucking sexual. I've been sucking my dick in my dream.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a pee dream where you dream that you have to pee real bad, and then you run to a urinal, and then in the dream you start peeing, and you wake up and you're peeing in real life.
Or a wet dream, you know?
Yeah,
They're
same.
always fun. Wake up with the belly button full of jizz.
You wake up and you're just like, well, thank you for sharing, Joe. That's insane. That's I've never heard of that. You're the deepest sleeper ever.
You're like anti-simp. You're like, I ain't no simp. I'm getting my 8 hours, even if someone's sucking my dick.
Yeah, dude. You're like,
Funny,
pinch my nipples.
girlfriend's name's Amanda too, and I snore too. So yeah, she's always waking me up. Stop. Yeah.
That's like the one thing I hope. Like, I hope my wife doesn't snore because I don't like it.
Yeah, I am.
As
the
long as
snorer.
it's somewhat decent, but like, I had a few girls that are like, it's like you think it's like a fucking 50-year-old man spending chain smoking cigarettes.
Those smokers.
Yeah, like it's a grizzly bear, and they're like literally mouth wide open, exactly like that. Like,
You're like, girl, put
right
the
in your-
cool cigarettes down.
right
man.
in your
What the fuck?
ear, and you're just like, God damn it. And like, I'm a light sleeper too, so like I could hear like when I'd stay at my grandparents' house, like I could hear my grandpa down the hall, and even just that slight little bit of noise would like keep me up. And I'd have to wait till he would like, you know, sometimes they stop snoring for like a little bit.
Yeah, there was times where I'd hear my mom snoring from the other room back when I lived at home, and I'd think something was wrong. Like, it was just like,
That's how I sound.
and I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Like, my dad is like killing my mom in her sleep or something.
My mom sleeps with earplugs because Sean snores so loud. But
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. I
She just
snore
accepted
pretty
it.
loud.
Yeah, I sound like I'm dying. My girlfriend recorded me, and like I definitely have sleep apnea or some shit. Cause it's like it sounds like this. Like it's like I hold my breath for like 10 seconds, and I'm just like,
yeah,
Yeah, that's for sure sleep apnea. You should see a doctor.
yeah, I know. Yeah, occasionally she does too. It is Latin Music Month.
Yeah, dude, you're just festive, Jose.
Yeah.
dude.
My brother used to fucking sleepwalk bad, like to a scary degree. So like growing up, me and my older brother were only like a year and a half apart. We're pretty close in age, and so we shared a room, like throughout middle when my little brother was born. So like throughout middle school and even like some of high school until he went to college, we shared a room. And he fell asleep. I was always jealous because even like my whole life, I've never been able just to fall asleep. I lay there for hours before I can fall asleep.
Same.
Then I discovered this little thing called marijuana, and that helped. But
the devil's lettuce.
the devil's lettuce, and I still stay up till like 3 a.m. most nights.
You're just stoned, so it's a little more tolerable.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, at least there's a reason I'm up, you know.
Dude, I like it. Marijuana does the opposite for me. I like every time I smoke pot, I'm like, ooh, I want to watch a movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't want to sleep immediately, but like, you know, I like
The come down.
the come
It's when
down,
the
and then
come
I
down
just like
hits.
want to just die.
You just ride that out.
But my brother used to like literally like he would like stand up or he'd like sit up in bed and I'd be up still, you know, like within 2 hours of falling asleep, he'd already be like up and like sit up in his bed and be like, what? And like it was scary because he looked angry as shit, and I'm like, you're sleeping. Go back to bed. And he would like say these nonsensical questions, and I would just be like, yes, yeah, you're good, man. Go back to bed. And then, but like he'd get up. Like one time he got up and just ran full speed into our door, and then he woke up just like crying and confused. And I was just like trying not to fucking laugh at him, but like he just got up, and I was like, I'm staring at him, and like I'm sitting up at this point because I'm like, this is freaky shit, dude. My brother's
Right.
possessed. And then he just hike and fucking just he just ran full speed and smacked the door, fell back into the dresser, and like I'm like, this motherfucker's crazy, dude. I need to get out of here.
Did he ever flush anything down the toilet?
No, he never.
My sister used to do.
I think
She only
one
slept a few
time.
times.
I think one.
She's like flushing pillows down the toilet.
No,
It's
yeah,
not
my
gonna
sister used to
work.
flush, go downstairs, and like she'd sleepwalk. She'd go downstairs, like walk down the stairs, grab spoons, out of the fucking thing and then go upstairs and flush them down the toilet. My dad has a video of it when
It's never
so-
anything
Dude,
that
it's
makes
so
sense.
absurd.
Like
It's
nothing
always
you
so
do while
absurd.
sleepwalking
Why are you
makes
flushing
sense.
spoons down the toilet?
Imagine someone sleepwalking and they're like, just trying to have like a really deep intellectual like political conversation. You wouldn't even know, but they get up and they're just like ham salads in the freezer. I'm gonna go thaw it in the bathtub. And you're like, please do. That's fucking hilarious.
There was a story of this guy who took some type of upper during the day and then took like Ambien at night, and supposedly, I mean, he was sleepwalking and killed his fucking wife, and then woke up and found his wife dead, and was convinced that someone came and grabbed her or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit.
Dude, I mean,
No, it's
well,
a thing. Have you ever, Mike Birbiglia?
I know the name.
It's a comedian.
Yeah.
He has to be put in a straitjacket when he goes to bed every night because he has this. He made a whole movie about it, and it's like it's this really rare disorder, but like he will strangle people in his sleep. And one time he was on tour, and he jumped out of a 2-story building through the glass while he was sleepwalking. It's like a really bad disorder, and like they have like a Mike Birbiglia was here moment because he made a movie called Sleepwalk with Me. That's what it was called, but. It's crazy. Like the thing.
That's insane.
Like when he had a baby, he was so nervous to have a baby. So when he had a baby, they locked him in a separate room. They locked the door he couldn't get out, and they put him in a straitjacket every time he go into bed.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, just so he wouldn't hurt the baby.
What if you just accidentally fall asleep on the couch? What if you take a nap?
Right.
Like you're just like, you eat lunch and you're like, you got the day off and maybe, you just did
How
something.
do you strap yourself in?
Well, it's like one of those things you learn to live with it so much that like you don't take naps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if I knew
Yeah,
I
that
might
fear-
murder somebody
yeah,
in my
that fear would
sleep, then
keep
I'd be
you awake.
scared to
Right.
fucking sleep.
Or you go take a nap in your straitjacket.
Yeah, right. If you're that tired, yeah, dude. If that doesn't scare you into staying awake, then you're a fucking total sociopath.
He's just got like a fucking Back to the Future straitjacket to where it's just open and he lays in it and just crosses his arms
No,
and
it
it
is
just fucking
something like that.
snugs him up like
snugs him in like
automatic.
the like
I
the.
mean, it's not like an
shoes.
insane asylum straitjacket, but
Sure.
it's like it's like a weighted like you put your arms in and you cross them, and it makes you so you can't move.
Right. I was prescribed
That's a
Ambien
straight jacket.
because I had like
That's a
You telling me it's a jacket that enables you from
when he wakes up.
yeah. Wait a minute.
When he wakes
Arms
up,
like this.
when he wakes up, he can get out of it. You know what I mean?
Sure,
By
sure.
himself.
Oh yeah, it just makes like for him to.
harder.
But what if his brain kind of
Gets
That's
used
why they
to
lock
that.
the door. That's why they lock
just
the
in
door.
case like he's
Yeah.
he's evolving.
Imagine having to be like, honey, every morning, can you come let me out?
Let me out. Like I don't trust that you're awake yet.
But
Sleep
yeah,
in.
I was prescribed Ambien, and they only they tried to only prescribe it for a short period of time, because like I go through phases of having like insomnia, and then I'll be fine kind of thing. But when I was younger, and of course I looked up if you can get stoned from it or anything, and if you stay up, it feels like you're fucking dreaming or tripping while you're awake, like.
Yeah, I knew people doing that shit, and I was like, I'm cool.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take any more than the like recommended dose either.
You just fought it off a little bit.
So what I did one night, and this is what scared me, was like, I was like, all right, I'll play some Grand Theft Auto. It'll keep me stimulated and keep me awake. And I started getting these flashes of images of random people's faces while I'm playing the fucking game. Like just poof, poof. I'm like, nope, I'm going to sleep. Fuck that. And yeah, that shit's it's like a weird class of drug. It's like a hypnotic or something.
Yes.
But
That's why Mac Miller used to like fucking talk about that in movies with the lights off. He's like Papa Ambien, make me see shit. Like he would talk about like what he saw on it, like, taking like 4 Ambien, of course. But,
Yeah, that was, he was a bit of a fucking psycho when it came to that shit.
right, like fucking he would. There's this story about Mac, and he was with like Wiz and Snoop or whatever, and they had this huge pint of lean, and Wiz was like,
French
no,
Montana.
maybe is it the story where like Mac starts downing this bottle of lean, and they're like, no, you have a show later, dude, like there's like this stuff's good lean. Like
Yeah, that's
they were
it.
just trying to warn him, and he was like, nah, bro, I'm good. And he ended up downing almost like an entire bottle of promethazine, like huge 2-liter bottle, and he was still fine for the show. Like, and they like people had drank like half a cup, and they were like out.
Yeah.
Like this dude's tolerance was fucked up.
No, dude, the legit stuff. I drank lean for like a little bit when I was in college, and I got my little lean phase. But the one time I got like genuine activist, like the shit that Lil Wayne sips, dude. Compared to the other shit, like it's literally almost it's pretty much liquid heroin, liquid Percocet. Like I never finished my cup ever, and I only poured 1 ounce. Like, and 1 ounce is usually just like a one single dose. Like fucking rappers start with 4 ounces, like as their first cup. Like I'm like, how the like it's fucked up, but also like gave me a little more appreciation not only for Lil Wayne but just any artist that like sips lean and actually makes good music. Because especially just Lil Wayne in particular, because he's like he can't get out of bed without that shit. Like
It
he's
explains
on the
some of his
cup
songs.
from the time he wakes up till the time he goes to bed.
Well,
Is
it's
he
because
still
the
like
withdrawal
that?
through that, your anxiety level would be through the roof.
Oh yeah,
without it.
it's
Like,
crazy. You can die from it.
I remember when I took Adderall every day, and then I took Xanax like to calm me down. It was like I was in this endless fucking cycle of just taking drugs, and I knew that if I didn't take it, I would have a fucking full blown panic attack. And then when I did lean one time, and then I did it this summer on accident because someone handed me a cup and it was more than lean, and I was like, what is this? And I took like a huge swig. I was like, ooh, is that lean? And they're like, no, it's a toxic cup. And I was like, are you fucking? So it had LSD, shroom particles, it had fucking lean, it had like literally every
a
drug.
batch of
It was
everything.
a bad, and I was in the
Just a
studio. It
salad.
was fucking Nell 48.
That's like it's smoking a Jeffrey. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck is it, Jeffrey? He's like, you made it seem like he's just some bloke down the street, and
Yeah,
he's
dude.
like, shrooms, heroin, crystal meth,
It had
cocaine,
everything.
and he just keeps
Yeah, he
going.
did.
It fucking sucked, dude. The first I was like so scared at first, and like the first 10 minutes were like kind of nice. I was like, whoa, holy fuck, and then just sweating, just like fucking sweat, and like
Yeah,
just
man.
like, and then luckily since I only took like one swig, it lasted maybe 2 hours, but I was like,
I don't know
Yes.
why you do that. That's
Yeah, I
insane.
don't like people do that on purpose, you know.
I was just about to say, dude. I remember one time I went through a phase where my thing was I would drop a Xanax bar in my lean, and then I would throw Molly in it too.
fuck.
And then you just dance.
No, not even that. I would just be fucking
I would dance.
floating, dude. And I would drink a whole bottle of Goose. Like I'd wake up, not even know what I did, who I was with. Like girls waking up in my bed don't even know their fucking name. I had the worst worst thing I ever had was like, I blacked out for 3 days on Xanax. I took some bars with a chick. We just wanted to eat some Xanax and fuck. And you know how that goes. You just keep eating more. And then apparently he was coming down the next weekend, and I bought some little party favors. And I had a quarter of Molly in my safe and 10 Xanax bars. I woke up what I thought was the next day to her roommate banging on the door like, where the fuck is she? What did you do with her? And I'm like, who the fuck is pounding my door? And I open, I recognize her. I'm like, dude. I was like, why the fuck are you banging and screaming? Like, chill out, we're trying to sleep. And she's like, do you even know what fucking day it is? And I'm like, it's Tuesday. And she's like, it's fucking Friday. Or it's Wednesday. I was like, it's Wednesday. And she's like, it's fucking Friday. She's like, where is she? And I was like, she's right there in the bed, dude, chill. And then I was like, we're good.
Confused
Just
as
like,
hell.
and she's like, all right, well, tell her to call me as soon as she wakes up. I need to
Being a
talk
good
to her.
roommate.
And long story short, I call my homies. I'm like, yo, dude, I went to bed on Tuesday and I woke up. It's Friday. What the fuck happened? It was like some hangover shit.
I remember you telling me about that. I'm like,
And-
all right, dude.
Yeah. Long story short, I got fucked up off the Xans and then dove into the Molly when I was blacked out. Didn't know I did the Molly. I didn't even know when I woke up. I didn't even think to check that because I just figured I wouldn't have even.
I wonder if you ate.
Fucked up on Xans, remembering a passcode to a safe. Like that's crazy. I even did that. But we ate 5 bars each and did a ball of Molly each and stayed up for 3 days. I woke up. I had bruises and cuts and all this shit all over me. And apparently we decided to fucking longboard while we were fucking Xan and Molly'd out. I ate shit.
Jeez, man.
And I was just like freaked out because I was like, do I have to buy you like plan B or like what do like I remember vividly having sex with you a bunch just the very first night. Like we did 3
Who
days,
knows
and
what
we
you
were on
guys got
Molly
into?
too.
There's a
like,
homeless guy under your sink.
Yeah. Dude,
It was
you weren't
nuts.
the only one fucking her.
Yeah, I woke up and there's like 6 other dudes and just laying on the floor.
You're
like,
fucking the dog.
empty
You're
bottles,
like, oh,
empty
shit.
bottles of lube everywhere.
Yeah, you're like, damn, she fucked this many guys, and the guy was like, Cam, you were amazing.
She's like,
you were like, no.
like, what the fuck happened last night? She's like, that was crazy, and just what? She's like, I forgot I left it in there. What?
Pull something out of your ass. Like,
Yeah.
You got one of those butt plugs with like the raccoon tail.
I didn't even know they had
You're,
ones with tails.
you're taking a naked piss in your house. You got like a double mirror thing going on. You just see a little raccoon tail coming out your butt, and you're like, son of a bitch.
Not again. Not again.
Did I dig through the trash
Did
again?
I do Molly again last night?
Yeah, you
Happens
put
every
a,
fucking time.
put a raccoon tail up your butt, and you dig through your own trash and just start eating shit.
It's hard to come on Molly. It's like you can get like the best boner
don't
ever,
need
but
to.
like
But-
you just like can't come.
But the
You don't
few
need
times you get to, if you had the multiple, it feels like God is leaving
You're like-
through
you're
the
like
tip of your
Kanye.
penis.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time I remember
I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
I arched my back, I curled my toes, I'm like gripping the pillows, like I felt like I was giving birth, like. And I just remember I remember looking at her, looking at me, and her reaction made me like geek out even harder. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I'm just like, I didn't even fucking.
You start crying.
I'm literally just like in ecstasy, just trying to pull myself together. And I was like, I need a beer and a cigarette. And she's like, you don't even smoke cigarettes. I was like, I don't care. I need one. Like, I don't know what. That was my first words. Like, beer made sense, but I didn't even
You
smoke
just start
cigs at the
crying,
time.
like, that was just the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to me.
Did I mention I love you? Nah. But yeah, that shit's great.
Well,
I've nutted on like pretty much every drug I've done. Definitely.
And
mild.
then, do you take it afterwards or?
No, right. I do it. Most of them you have to do kind of on the come down. I've tried to like fuck on the peak
No,
of like.
no, I meant you said you nutted on all these drugs.
Oh, yeah. I nut on my blow, and then I
clumps it
snort
up.
it.
That's how, yeah, make a special hash.
This guy getting punny on me over here. Yeah,
Look
sex
how
and drugs
gooey
are
this
cool,
fucking
man.
Kush is, bro.
Like these dabs are like real. They're stringy.
Dabs are creamy. This butter is thick, dude. Let me get a glob of that, dude.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well,
Turn on the E now.
that was fun. That was fun. You know. Dude, I want to get into some of these a couple of these things that I sent to the Discord, Joe. We've experienced this pandemic. It's been real crazy, but there's a lot more interesting pandemics and shit like that's happened. Yeah, you could just go ahead and pull up that. So
There's a lot more interesting.
there was
pandemics.
a laughter epidemic.
Really?
Literally, these school kids in I think it was Ghana or it was like an African country. It was like after like a revolution to where like, you know what I mean, like there was a switch of like power in like the government or whatever, and I mean at least that's one of the theories, but basically about 150 kids in this school in a village could not stop laughing. They just started laughing, and then they just would not stop. And like the teachers are like, you know, they had like all these authority figures coming in telling them to stop laughing, and they just could not stop laughing. And like,
how creepy that would be.
yeah, I mean, like, and even right here it says the laughter reports were widely accompanied by descriptions of fainting. Oh shit, it went away. I can't read that far, but basically, like, you know what I mean? They can't eat, they can't sleep. The kids couldn't do anything, and it spread to like 14 other like villages around, and it like lasted for like I don't remember how long it said it lasted, but literally it's just it all happened to like kids between 12 and 18 just could not stop laughing for days on end.
Hey, who said
It was, and it was a juggalo concert.
Yeah, it was the
They're all whipping. Dude, that is
yeah.
crazy,
About
though. 14
schools were shut down and 1,000 people were affected.
There was another example in history of that. Oh no, it was dancing.
Yeah, that's the other article.
Yeah.
But this one, yeah, I mean, they theorized that it was stress induced because they just won independence, and the students, they were feeling stressed because they had high expectations, and
You just start
basically like
Turned into Joker.
Yeah, basically, like, well, they were also like all these things that they were taught from like from who was in power that they were taught as kids. It was all flipping on its head too. You know what I mean? Like they were like basically what they were being taught now was like totally against what they were raised up to be. You know what I mean? Because there was like a switch of power, and so they said it could have been like stress induced, and that's really like. I think that's the
It's fucking scary. Why haven't they made a movie? I guess the movie would be pretty boring.
It would just be
Laughter.
Dude, I
It'd be stop.
I wouldn't be able to sit
Stop.
through that.
Well, the reason I found out about it
Actually,
was
like
I was watching this
children's
show and there was this song. I showed you the song. There was just it's like this like simple little melody and the girls in this like Catholic school couldn't stop singing it, and like they were trying to figure out if it was like they were possessed or if it was just like some weird
Satanic
thing, and so like
melody.
they're trying to like debunk it, and they like brought up this laughter epidemic, and then there's the other article. It was back in like the 1500s. There was the dancing plague, and this one was crazy. Like it affected more people. Like people died because they wouldn't stop dancing. I mean, they said it was like what, like 50 to 4. It was between 50 and 400 people. It was so long ago that like there's
Right.
different stories told.
They probably had jitters though. You know what I mean? Some like parasite. They were just like.
Yeah, I mean, well,
fuck it.
that's the thing is like what I mean. These things happened like 500 years ago, and they have like no idea how it happened.
And
but
what kind of dancing? Like it would be really weird if they were like ballroom dancing to their death. You know?
no,
what
I
mean?
think this was the first Juggalo.
Right.
This was the first whatchamacallit,
Joe,
gathering.
It said theories. Food poisoning was the first one. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I read. So I read that one earlier. Basically, they thought it was food poisoning, and that one of from like a fungus, and which is actually
from
used
ergot. So it's like
Yeah.
they were tripping on some form of LSD.
Yeah.
Shit.
That is interesting. I mean, I would have guessed just another case of that stress-induced.
The same
mass
fungus has
hysteria.
also been implicated in other major historical anomalies like the Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
Like all the villagers were like tripping balls. They're like, it's a witch, and these girls are just dancing because they're high as shit. And like
Right.
everyone, the people are paranoid, and they're they're like microdosing a little bit, as they eat and drink everything.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's pretty nuts.
But I don't even think you require maybe to dance or laugh you don't even need that external factor, right, to have mass hysteria. I mean, we've seen it. I mean, toilet papers.
I mean, now it's just called internet trends. Now it's just like people running up fucking milk crates, and they're like, I want to do that, and
Right. But look at like the Squid Game thing. It's like everyone's playing those fucking red light, green light again. Like we haven't played those games since we were kids.
dude, a game of red light, green light.
Red
sounds fun.
Rover.
Red Rover sounds crazy as an adult, dude. Your
Games
shoulder would
Part
pop
2.
out of its socket first fucking go.
Yeah, you're
Before
right.
anybody even
I can't
ran.
even play it. God damn it! Thanks for reminding me.
You can't play.
Wow, that was like Law and Order, like. Dum-dum.
You can't play.
That show's crazy though.
Oh, so good. I watched the whole thing. Korean subtitles or
Yeah.
with English subtitles.
Don't ruin it. I
Yeah,
just
don't-
started it.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
well,
speaking of that show, so that number on the card that you call,
yeah, it's real.
it's a real number.
Huh.
They accidentally used a real dude's number, and he's trying to sue them right now because he was getting 5,000 calls a day.
Dude, I'd have my
Put it out.
I'd have my voicemail set to
They
like
changed
one of
the
my
number.
songs,
Yeah, that's
like stream raindrops on Spotify, like, hey Alexa.
They offered to buy his phone number for 80 G-birds, and he passed it up. 'Cause he
Nah,
knows
dude.
He can get more.
I'd be like, this is stressing
It's
me
the
out.
biggest. It's literally
I'm
the
gonna need a
biggest
mill.
TV show on Netflix in history. Like with the numbers they pulled in whatever amount of time.
Wow.
so good.
So he
been
can
out for,
definitely
like,
get a
a
bag out
month.
of that for sure. That's crazy. They're right up front. First offer 80 G-birds for your phone number, but the dude's had the phone number I guess for like 25, 30 years. Like it's literally, I'm pretty sure it's probably his only number.
Sure.
Dude,
Is
we won the lottery essentially.
Right.
Yeah, right?
that was in Korea, right?
Yeah.
Was Parasite Korean or?
Yes. Parasite was a really good movie. I like that a lot.
What about Platform?
Platform was cool too.
I was
not
iffy
familiar.
about that. I didn't watch it, but it just I don't know. It didn't look
It-
appealing.
It was good.
I need
It's
to
very
rewatch
fucked
it.
up.
Yeah, I think I'll watch that tonight. Actually, I love Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho, the guy who directed Parasite. He directed
He's a psycho.
Hostel too. No, he's not.
No, I mean
Hostels,
he's
that movie's
yeah,
he's
he
sick.
is-
He's a
he's a
sick
genius.
man.
But dude, did you see his like Oscar winning acceptance speech? It's so wholesome. He's just like, I love America.
Yeah, he's like that's what he was just
He's
told
like,
to say.
I want to tell Martin Scorsese that I want to kiss his nutsack.
Yeah, dude. There was a guy under the podium with a gun. Like, yeah, do you love America? Huh?
Yeah.
Better say it.
That was cool to see more like foreign films kind of be popular. Like,
Especially on Netflix, there's a ton of like foreign stuff.
well, I mean, that's the cool thing about the internet is having that exposure and like, I don't know. I think especially our country needs more of that. Like, I don't know. Like, even music consumption. Like, have you guys ever? Well, I know you haven't.
Yeah, I already know where you're going.
Oh,
But like, well, Mookie, have you like gone ever by like region, like listen to like French music or Japanese music?
I listen
or-
to Icelandic top 50 probably once a week just because I feel like their music taste is so good.
Really?
Yeah, I listen
You
to
like Bjork?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
no, that's
obviously-
Swedish.
Yeah, but I'm like there's a lot of Icelandic bands that are insanely cool, and same with Japanese music. Like not the K-pop stuff, but like some of the K-pop stuff is cool. Like Kiro Bonito is a genius. Like she'd be like, "How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your shrimp or your skin turn pink?" Like it's fucking insane shit. Like
Who is this?
look up the song Flamingo by Kiro Bonito and tell me this song isn't produced crazy well. Like the beat when it drops, it's so weird. It's like, and then she's got some really deep shit. She's got this like kind of like K-pop sound, but then she's also got like this really dark side.
I like when people have dark sides.
Yeah,
Gotta
she's-
tap into that shit, dude. About birds making fun of other birds and this one sounds better.
Yeah, it's like flow. I used to like dance at these weird clubs in New York, and they played like weird music like this, and like there'd be like a bunch of e-girls everywhere, and they were just like la 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 la, and I was like, this is
Yeah, with like with like elf ears and shit like
yeah,
that.
oh yeah, and I'd be like, this
Were
is
you-
kind of hot.
Were you cosplaying, dude? Were you
Nah, dude.
were
I
you at
never-
TwitchCon or something? Were you at
No, but
Comic Con?
I used to sneak into the furry convention in Pittsburgh, and like this is mean to like think of, but I used to like pretend to be a reporter and like report them, but kind of like make fun of them at the same time. Because I was like, are there any perverts here today?
Perverts. I can guarantee you there's one.
Right, me. They like dry hump in the closets and shit.
Dude, dry humping's dope as fuck, though. Honestly, when was the last time you dry humped?
When I first met my girlfriend, she didn't even give me her number for the first 3 like weeks, and the first time like we didn't have sex for like a month.
Wait,
and
she didn't give you her number for the give you her number for the first 3 weeks.
3 dates. She didn't give me her number. Like we.
So would you like meet on Tinder or some shit?
No. We met at her studio, but we only DM'd. And then she was like, after 3 dates, she's like, okay, I guess I'll give you my number, because she's like very like, she's like
Reserved.
high end, yeah, reserved type of girl. So, but
Yeah.
then like, yeah, we didn't have sex for like a month and a half, which was like rough. But she'd be like, she's like into all that cosplay stuff. She'd be like, you want to jerk off on my butt? I'm like, yeah. Like, fuck, sure.
Well,
dude.
yuck.
I haven't dry humped since like fucking, like.
It's kinda
I shouldn't
fun.
be saying this on a podcast. This is very private. Fuck. Oh, shit.
It's okay, dude. Denim feels really good on your wiener. Don't let anybody
Right.
tell you any different. Dude. I love the feeling of hot denim and friction.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Fucking dude,
man.
I used to
It's
get dude
natural.
in high school, like because I didn't have like sex until I was like
You had a
17.
special pillow that you
No,
used?
I would pick up my girlfriend from the Galaxy where she worked. It was this greasy fucking restaurant. She'd meet me back in like my fucking shitty
Sounds like
Ford
it.
Explorer, like this truck that I drove, and she would just like give me butt jobs, like because we didn't have sex. She was like a church girl, and I
Butt
was
jobs is crazy. I had to think about what that could possibly
dude.
be.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like basically grinding up against you until you violently come.
Ow! Oh shit! The burn.
The fact that you could come, like, props to you.
I mean, hey, when I was in
She
high
had a
school, it
crazy
didn't.
ass.
And also,
I
when
could
I was
come
in
to
high
anything
school,
back then, yeah.
if I was in high school, a
spit
girl
on
could have
it.
just been like,
Yeah,
I'd be like, I'll keep going.
yeah. Oh, dude, like I used to search up when I first started masturbating. I just search butt.
Google
Ass,
images.
Tits. Big ass
But,
tits.
yeah, big.
You're like, wait, I gotta
boobs.
step my game up. Big ass tits.
Safe search off.
And then I'd clear my history like 10 times after I searched butt.
Like, why, your mom's like, why are all the bookmarks deleted? And you're like, oh, we had a virus. I had to delete everything.
Yeah.
You spend the next 6 days searching for that same butt. Like you'd be like, where did that butt go?
Why are my cookies always cleared? Don't worry about it, Mom.
You're like, malware. And she's like, what's that mean? You're like, I'm not going to explain it to you right now, Mom. It's malware.
It's
and,
malware.
and she's like, okay.
She's like, yeah, my son's always clearing the cookies. I
They
guess it's
know.
a malware issue.
She's like, I'm trying to.
My
She's like,
son does the same thing.
dots are
You
connecting.
clear the cookies on the computer, but you don't eat my cookies.
Not the ginger snaps.
Oh man, a lot of jerk off talk today in this episode.
Yeah,
This
too
is
much.
fun.
Sorry, I bring out the dick in everyone.
No
Hey,
man,
nothing
you
wrong
know.
with a good Jo sesh. You know what I mean?
I tried to
Circle
switch
jerk.
us to laughing and dancing, and here we are again.
Dude, we
back
talked
to-
about politics and murder, and now we're talking about we
Hey,
just
Pop.
always come back to dicks.
yeah, dude, it circles back around to.
Well, you put 5 dicks in one room.
I mean, at least we're talking about our dicks, and we're not like. So, what do you think Leo's dick looks like? But with that being said,
Rate my dick.
what do you guys think Leo's dick looks like?
Wait, so what you're saying is the dick talk keeps on coming?
Oh, speaking of it keeps on coming and it won't stop coming. Look up the video Smash Mouth.
Oh, at that beer and wine festival.
Oh, wait.
What?
I think I saw a meme of this the other
Yeah,
day.
Yeah, dude, it's
It's so bad, right?
It's he like
Video.
Hitler's or Nazi salutes.
does he? I didn't see that.
I gotta see this. I gotta.
Video,
I don't
huh?
think I saw the same video. It was at the
It's
same.
for like a split second. It's the same event. but
He was pissed, dude. That guy's probably. He knows that he's just a joke at this
Who is
point.
the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Oh wow.
Is this it? Yeah.
Yeah. What a
It's
sound.
muted.
Wine Festival. When I say this is the
Oh jeez. Now you done it.
okay, I
She
know the
sold the
ethics of
video.
this aren't great, but I did just see Smash Mouth perform live at a local beer
wait,
and
she
wine
say Smash
festival.
Mouth?
When I say this is the most chaotic show
cover
I've
band.
ever seen in my entire life, I
Yeah,
have no
nobody
words.
was
At
listening.
no point would
Perform live at a local beer and wine festival. When I say this is the most chaotic show I've ever seen in my entire life, but I did just see Smash Mouth perform
No,
live
she
at a local beer
did.
and wine
She
festival.
didn't even know what Smash Mouth.
When I say this is the most chaotic show I've ever seen in my entire life, I have no words.
at no point was the sound balanced. Unintelligible speech.
Whoa, we straight up did it.
Happy birthday to her.
He's not even singing.
The backup singer is like, I guess I'm taking it.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, go back.
If I could shuck my own.
If I could suck my own dick, I would never leave the house.
I'll fucking kill your whole family, I swear to God.
This is gonna be my downfall too, though. I'm saying some crazy shit like on stage.
I'll kill your fucking whole family, I
Whole
swear to
family.
God.
Dude, their ticket sales are gonna skyrocket.
Well,
Like,
Yeah, he's just expected to be like,
I want to go see
shit
Smash
house.
Mouth now. Like,
he
Yeah,
wound
that's
up
the show.
retiring, and I guess he has like a shit ton of health problems and mental problems.
good thing he's chugging beer.
He,
Hell yeah.
Well, I think it's from partially alcohol, and then on top of that, like I guess he had a kid that died from cancer and shit. So like he definitely had like some things that make it a little okay,
Right.
but like yeah.
I mean, not okay, but like, I mean, he
Why
should.
the
Under-
Nazi
like a bit
salute,
under-
though?
Especially not
Yeah.
that, but
The
like
Nazi salute.
no, I should say okay, but a little bit understandable why he did it.
Right.
Maybe how
I
should
mean,
phrase
I-
it.
If he would have
been
just said to
too
suck
drunk.
my own dick, I'd stay in the household. That's funny.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no
I was
shit,
with
dude.
him until the whole, you know,
That's
the
the
whole
salute.
Hey,
salute
me,
thing.
me too, big guy. But
I didn't even notice that when I first watched it. I'd suck my if I could suck my own dick, I'd never leave the house. I mean, he's up there spitting facts. Like we can't sit here and act like
Right,
he's
I
wrong.
mean, I
and he
don't know.
might kill your whole fucking
God damn
family.
it.
Would you
Smash
suck your
Mouth.
dick though? Like I don't know. I would still like my back would hurt after, and like
I mean, it.
I'd still rather have someone else suck my dick.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This is the
more
first
pleasure.
time
You
I've
guys
brought
just
up-
don't want to work for it. Is what I'm hearing. I think you guys are
Yeah,
cowards.
dude. Why would I want to do that?
I think you guys are fucking cowards.
This is the first time Smash Mouth has been brought up, and
Think you're
Shrek
a
is
coward.
not involved.
That's true. Smash Mouth. Maybe that's like maybe he smashes his own mouth. Like
Oh my god.
and Smash Mouth is like when a bitch smashes.
I just saw Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Can I hear that one more time? It just tickles me.
I know that needs.
I just saw Smash
That needs
Mouth.
to be a soundbite. Like I just saw
Okay, I
Tame
know the
Impala.
ethics of this aren't great, but I did just see Smash Mouth perform live at the local beer and wine.
Whoever you
I
are,
never
you're an
noticed
idiot.
that. I watched that
we
shit
have
over
this.
and over
We have
again.
the fucking headphones on now, and
Yeah.
we're hearing. You know,
Like she posted that too. Like everything about this TikTok is gold. You know what I mean? She messes up the name. This guy's fucking up. He's saluting Hitler.
and happy birthday to that one
It's
drunk
my
lady.
birthday.
It's my fucking birthday.
He's not even singing. There's just a backing track. Like,
He's just up against the wall.
He drops the water bottle.
yeah,
and
that's
he's just
so
like,
funny.
What have I become? A
Dude, yeah,
mess.
let me see him drop that beer can or whatever again.
He's a water bottle. I think someone handed him water. It's
No,
like, dude.
beer.
Oh, is
It's
it beer?
Definitely a beer can.
He's definitely an all-star.
Yeah, I bet if someone handed him a water, he would have fucking punched him in the face. We're going to Greece.
Everyone can relate to that at a party. You just like drop your beer. Oh, you're like, oh fuck, better go get another one.
So funny, man. Yeah, so he's doing well. Smash Mouth's on tour. They're coming to Cleveland. We're opening up for them.
So, have you guys seen the meme where they compare him to Guy Fieri, or however you say his name?
Yeah, I think you said it right.
Fieri.
Well,
Fiery.
I looked up Smash Mouth, and they have a cookbook, for like treats from the road or something, which I think furthers the fact that he might be actually Guy Fieri. At least,
Oh, so they're trying to prove that they're the same person.
yeah.
I'm intrigued. I thought it was the corn guy or whatever the hell.
Guy Fieri's got his shit together. Like,
No, he's way better than
Yeah,
clearly.
Guy Fieri, dude, and he's like actually like people
what
like
the
he
fuck is
became a
Patrick
meme.
Star doing? Like, it's like a real life Patrick Star.
It's like a
Wait,
corn.
Scroll up,
It's,
scroll the
it's
fuck.
like a
What is
corn.
that?
A corn version of him or something, dude. It's terrifying. Is that what's in Flavortown? I mean, dude, the show's great, and he's a gangster.
Is this like a YouTube poop of Guy Fieri? What the fuck?
That corn is.
It's the music.
Food Network music video.
Pastrami. 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 Righteous pastrami. Meat mayonnaise. Mashed potatoes.
It's about to get so hard.
Pastrami.
Meat mayonnaise.
Everybody on God Kitty. Everybody on God Kitty. Everybody on God Kitty. We're rolling out now. Everybody on God Kitty. Everybody on God Kitty. Everybody on God Kitty. We're rolling out now. Oh my gosh, great flavor. It's really moist. I can't even remember my name. Big, tender, juicy pieces of pork. Who would have thunk? Whoa. It is so juicy. Oh. It's so tender. Oh. It's like a meat pretzel. Skin moisturizer in Flavortown. It's really moist. If
Some
you
of that
melt
food
it,
looks
they will
amazing,
come in
dude.
flavor.
I know, I'm so hungry.
Chill out.
Bomb.com flaky. Alright, get started. See that corn?
Oh, he was a piece of corn.
Got you.
What's
This
the
is
nuggets?
stuck in my head. It's so funny.
That just encouraged me to
I just wanted to see the corn.
Corn hub.
Pornhub's great. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is that like he became like a meme and everyone would call him, like people would call him like a douchebag and shit. It's like, and he's just like constantly like doing good things for people and like helping and like he's charitable as fuck and like
What's new?
And, like,
Everyone
dude,
shits
he's-
on people that have money.
yeah, you know.
But-
But
but
when
the
you wear a
people that
flame
have-
T-shirt, you're gonna get a little
But
bit.
the people that have money do charity as PR half the time. So how do
And
you
to
know?
not pay taxes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
there's-
pretty sure
yeah.
the way he does it though is like I don't think he's like
No, yeah, he gives
Fuck
back.
you,
He pays,
Devin.
yeah, yeah.
So
Guy
I
Fieri is
never
fucking.
said he did. There's, but you know, there's
fuck you,
other,
Brennan.
Quit being such
other
a skeptic.
motivations.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to lose a shit ton of money. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's easier to donate money than it is to.
I mean, he worked his fucking ass off for his career, you know?
Right.
Fuck it.
Well,
The dude's a G.
while we're on the subject, it kind of like in that kind of direction. How do you? So like this cancel culture thing is kind of like become a norm.
What is it called? The
Cancel culture,
Never-
like
Never heard of it.
this guy. I was like, I couldn't tell. Maybe like
Yeah, I'm not on social media, so like,
I don't really be on social media like that. Just
Keanu
like
Reeves.
just drop me.
Did you say
Um,
Keanu Reeves?
How do you guys feel about cancel culture? Because at first I was kind of for it, and now it's like now that it's become like like you just do one bad thing, like
Right.
and you're just people just shit on you, and like I heard someone say it's like I get it, like you should tell them they're wrong, but like do it from a perspective of like trying to like I don't know. Not everyone is excusable, but
I
like
think people need to start, unless it's something
Give 'em
really
a-
unforgivable, like rape or sexual assault or something like
Yeah.
that. People need to learn how to accept apologies and like look at the steps. Like look at the baby thing. Like yeah, he said a bunch of stuff about HIVs, but like the dude grew up in the fucking hood. You know what I mean? Like, and after that
in
happened,
the South.
like after that happened, the baby went to 4 HIV centers just to hear people talk, and that wasn't like he didn't publicize that or anything like that. He talked to like the gay community or whatever, like very like establishment. Like he took the steps. He apologized. He went to the things. He actually spent like days at a time like talking to councils or whatever and be like, I'm sorry I said that shit. And people are still like, yo, fuck the baby, he's canceled. Like,
Yeah, I don't think cancel culture exists. Like the people like the R. Kellys, the whatchamacallem, Bill Cosby's of the world,
Epstein.
the Epsteins of the world, like they didn't get canceled. Like,
Not like
the internet
that.
didn't cancel them, bro. Like, they got fucking
not that deep.
charged.
what they did was
with-
illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's like, yeah,
It's like they're not canceled.
fucked.
Like you didn't do this. Like I get that you're social justice warrior on Twitter, but this didn't happen because of you. Like they got caught.
But
You
this
know.
is not
You're-
new.
you're
like,
in too
to say
deep,
that like
though.
cancel culture like is a new thing. We just came up with a new title for it. Like
Yeah, there's a title for it now.
No, I just
it's
mean, like-
the we've been calling out people. We've like just. I mean, think about it.
It's
If
just
you,
the way that information travels quicker to the younger media.
it's say let's say before the internet, pre-internet days, but still television, like 80s or something, right? And someone has a sexual allegation, an affair or something. I mean that is huge. That's big news. But like,
Yeah, like JFK and all that shit.
but like, is anyone gonna want to have you on the network afterwards? No, because like, oh well, this guy's a piece of shit. No, people kind of come back after like years. But like, okay, so or like disco, people hate disco. I mean, I don't know. But like, there's like the medium in which we do is different. It's not controlled and through a few big networks. It's now enabled anyone to fucking post on Twitter and say fuck you. You said this.
Right. You're not hearing it. You're not hearing it from three news stations. You're hearing it from every person on Twitter that has something to say about it. You know what I mean? It's just the outcry is bigger because more people have access not only to the information but to voice their dissatisfaction. You know what I mean?
I think it's weird that like the enigma of the bad boys though, like because if you like look at like the YouTubers like Jake and Logan Paul, they just come out and say, "Yeah, I did say that. What are you gonna fucking do about it?" Then they already outed themselves, so then like they become more popular because it's like, oh, they like it's the people who like come out and like apologize and make this whole thing, and then everyone's like, "Yo, fuck you." And then like Jake Paul said some dumb shit about like the gay community, and he's like, "Yep." Said that. What you gonna do about it? Boom, skyrockets.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
doesn't matter.
Like instead of apologizing, like that we idolize these people. Like if you come out and say, "Yeah, I never said I was a good person," you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Then people idolize you even more. It's like, but if you apologize, cancel culture fucks you. You know
Yeah,
what I
they're
mean?
gonna- yeah.
But if you're just like, no, fuck you. This is who I am, and I'm still a fucking star. You know what I mean? Like it's such a backward. Like that's what
Yeah, you
I
can't
don't
submit
understand
to
about
them.
cancel culture. It's like it's funny to see like the Paul brothers like turning cancel culture on its fucking head and utilizing and making millions of dollars off of it, of being just like
That's just more like being the
perpetrating
heel.
dicks. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, and you know they're not that dicky in real life. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I mean it's their character, like it's a character for
a
sure.
caricature
Yeah,
of
They're the
themselves,
heel. They're the heel. They're like, okay, I know how
But
to get attention.
I think it takes a special type of personality
To want that.
to realize, to identify the growth potential of being idolized as a piece of shit to a lot
Or
of people.
being hated as
or
a piece of-
hated.
yeah, like,
because
people
like
hate
I mean
watch.
think about like the toxicity in social media equals usually more views.
Hate spreads quicker than love.
Hopping back on the Facebook or Instagram,
And comments.
to comment back
This
to
guy's
that
a piece
asshole.
of shit.
Yeah.
Dislike the video, you
right.
know.
And then you
like-
get the comment chain, and then you keep going back, and then you get stuck, and you're watching some weird ad about some acne cream, and you don't even know how you got there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shit I was more or less talking about, like the sexual shit or the more serious stuff. That 100%. I'm talking more or less like people trying to get Dave Chappelle's Netflix special taken off just because of his comments about.
But if
even
you actually
Netflix is
watch
like,
the
bitch.
special, he like it's dedicated to his trans friend. Like he didn't have anything bad to say about the trans
He was
community.
Yeah, I
just
didn't
saying
watch
they
were
have more
attacking
power
it.
than the
Yeah.
black
He
community.
said it was-
Exactly.
To
He
said
cancel
that was
people.
beyond
and
pussy.
And he
That's
said, I wish I had your guys' power.
Power, yeah.
And it's not saying, and like, how is that anything wrong? He's just saying it's
He's saying you guys did a fucking good job.
Yeah, he's like,
You know what I mean?
they got a good
He's
PR
like,
team.
yeah, the baby killed someone in Walmart. No one batted an eye. The baby talks about HIV, and y'all get that man canceled for like 4 or 5 shows
Right.
or whatever.
The dude
Like, he lost
killed
millions.
Someone like yeah,
In self-defense,
in self-defense, totally, with his daughter. So like, it was kind of badass.
he was with his kid when it happened.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
his kid was with him. He shot him right in front of him.
That's gangster as fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, if someone's trying to kill you, it's better than your daughter see you kill somebody trying to hurt you than your daughter watch you get killed. You know, right? You know, I guess you got to choose
yeah.
there.
There's like a video of it in the background. He was like carrying his daughter. He saw the guy had a gun. Boom, put his daughter down. Walked over and just popped the dude, like fucking killed him, like
crazy.
gangster style. Like it was
Yeah, don't go to Walmart, da baby. You're too big for that shit. you're too famous. Like, dude, get your fucking groceries
Especially
and
by
shit
yourself.
delivered, man. Yeah.
At least bring security.
This might have been when he like first.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It
Dude,
was
that
in like
was
his
a while ago.
hometown. Yeah.
He's dope as fuck. That's like there's a video, I know you've seen it, where like he was shooting in like I don't know what city he was shooting in. Let's just say Chicago and like whatever gangs occupying that region. And they pulled up to his scene and it was like, y'all didn't pay a tax to shoot here. You better pack up your shit. And he's like, nah, I ain't never heard of no tax. He's like, we good, man. He's like, we good. We chilling over here. He's like, I ain't paying no tax. He's like, that's bitch shit. And like stood his ground and then just like kind of lifted up his shirt. And he's like, yeah, we good. He's like, you sure you want to do this? And
Baby
like,
ain't scared of shit. Man.
yeah, dude, he's gangster as shit. I love it.
Yeah, man.
I think
I wish I was that gangster.
You are, man. You
Thanks,
are.
man.
it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because like on one hand you're gonna have things where maybe it's good to say, hey, you saw this fucking tweet from 10 years ago about this and that, like what the fuck is this about? And like being a fucking public figure, you kind of have to accept that you're going to
Right.
be
Right.
looked at with a very close lens.
Yeah, there's a paper trail now.
Right. So I mean, saying, hey, you know what? I've grown from there. Then there's been a lot of cultural changes, and my stance has changed. I mean, shit. I look back in my memories and cringe at some shit. I used
I
to be
know
an
I
edgy little
tweeted some
teenager.
dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like using words.
Never had a
and-
Twitter. I don't got no paper trail, and I barely text. I call everyone. I'm like, dude, going to a liberal arts school made me like. I was solid. I was like, I know this shit's gonna come back if I say some crazy shit. But I say crazy shit just to people's faces, but no one will ever believe it.
Yeah, dude, just make sure they're not filming.
I'm just kidding.
But it's those people that like. It's almost like they seek power in like trying to manipulate someone or like call them out and put the stress on them. You know what I mean? Like when
Especially the people that don't even know them.
It's all
none of these,
self-gratifying.
you don't have to know
bullshit.
these public figures, but like to say, well, you don't know me. Well, listen, man, like you've gotten to a point where you're part of the public. Like you kind of sacrifice your privacy a bit. That's just part of it, right? So yeah, I don't know. I just there's like there was like a college who was it? Oh, it was Jordan Peterson went to some college, and a bunch of people came in. I hate Jordan Peterson for the most part, but he got stopped with this talk he was supposed to have by all these students protesting. It's like, like I understand protesting, but like to stop the free speech of another is also
Yeah, they don't
another-
even let him say his piece.
Right.
Like you have to at least give him that, and you know what I mean. Like, and they're like, and then they're the same people who get pissed if they were silenced. Like they're silencing our voices. Like you're the type of people who to shut someone's speech down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right, I just feel like people should have freedom of speech unless like you said, it's super off the wall, like overly racist.
and
or,
if you
like,
say some
crazy.
dumb shit, I mean, I guess we're in a day and age where be ready to explain yourself.
Or just own it.
And take that shit on. Be like, you know what I mean? Don't try to dance around it. You know what I mean? Like, if some dumb shit I tweeted fucking 6 years ago comes out, I'll be like, yeah, man, that was 6 years ago. I was an
Don't
idiot.
say that.
I was an idiot. Like I don't know what the fuck. Like
Time is.
I'm a different person.
I
like-
find more and more in our era, it's harder to change people's minds because no one really listens. And like when you actually have meaningful conversations with people, like I will totally willing for someone to change my mind, but people are so set in their like, almost like group identity. You know what I mean? They're set in their identity of their friend group and what else believes that their version of free thought is so skewed. Like dude, they don't have free thought. They think they have free thought, but free thought is just defending themselves to a point without listening to what anyone else has to say. You know what I mean? Like, so I find it more important just to like sit there and listen to someone who you think's wrong and try to understand their point of view, and then like take certain aspects of them with you. You know what I mean? You can steal things from people.
Yeah, I mean,
arguments.
it's just general, just general understanding that not everyone around you is gonna think like you, and they're not supposed to. If everyone thought the same way, what the fuck would life be? You know what I mean?
Boring.
Like, yeah, it'd be like we
love
would just be cookie cutter people, and you know what I mean? Like that's fucking how bad shit starts. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I like the bit where you said being proved wrong, and like personally I've been trying to. I'm stubborn as fuck. They'll attest to that at times. Oh, him too. But like I will admit when I'm wrong most of the time. There's
he's like, I'm just never wrong. So like,
Yeah,
wow,
it's just crazy.
it's just hard
No,
for me to do
no,
because like you have to be wrong to admit it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think what's really valuable of being proved wrong or someone tells you a better way of doing things or whatever is that sticks with you way more than you just doing what you were doing.
And someone being like, "Yep, I agree." You know what I mean? Like that's not an yeah.
And then they can run and tell a different version of the story and then how they were right. You know, it's like people are so phony.
Yeah, man. So I got this song. It's you and me selling weed, and
Right? Yeah, you can like
run off
steal
with
my
that, and it's
song.
mine now. So I can do that.
Yeah, you
Careful.
could.
He's got a song that I'm eyeing too. If you don't release it soon, I'm gonna remake it with someone else and drop it. And
Dude,
be like,
I've
let
been
me show
stealing.
you how good this song.
I've been
is.
stealing guitar chords since I was a kid off
No.
people.
Chords?
Chords, dude.
I only play the unique chords that no one's ever played
I
before.
only make like chord like I'll be like listening to something at a rock hall and I'll look up like the chords to it and I'll just like steal all the chords and just write a new song over top of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm
And it's
this
like a
sounds
version
good.
of sampling.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
essentially sampling.
Yeah, it's,
I'm
it's almost in an
thinking-
advanced
Change the
form.
tempo and like you know, it's
And maybe
nothing
just
like
add
it.
a little variation here.
Why do you
and
think
it'd be-
Ed Sheeran gets sued for every single song he's ever fucking written?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
taken like MIDI from like a jazz piece or like a classical piece and just mangle it into something else too. It's
Right.
kind of a fun way to resample. What DAW do you use to produce? You say you do production?
Yeah, well, I use Logic Pro, and then I a lot of times I use Splice. I just have an Akai Mini that I
Nice.
make beats on, and sometimes I'll do like I just bought a fucking, I didn't buy it, but it came with the house. Me and Adam got this it's like this. Oh, man, I can't remember the name. We just started dissecting it though. I can't even think. It's a tape machine. Yeah, it's a. you
Oh, like a
record-
reel-to-reel?
Yeah, it's a reel-to-reel
Nice.
tape machine, and it's like So I started recording bridges on it, and then you can slow it down like Mac DeMarco does.
Oh, nice.
And so like because the tape's so expensive, it's fucking ridiculous. So like I just record bridge like guitar parts on it and slow the guitar parts down and just plug them into the bridges of my songs just so they sound like, whoa, why did this like slow down and become trippy? And then I just turn it all into digital. I just convert it right over into digital, and then I just put like vocals over top of it because I want to like tape vocals. I think it would sound crazy.
Yeah.
On tape, but like I'm just not ready to yet. It's like $90 a reel.
Yeah, you got.
You could tape over it.
Yeah.
It might sound.
Why not? Unless you need the masters. I mean, you're always gonna be bouncing it down to digital.
Digitally, right?
I mean, yeah. If you're like, I want this to be.
You should see this thing,
pristine.
dude. It's like 350 pounds.
Oh, it's like a big console.
Oh, no
Okay.
shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, I just got like a little prosumer one.
Right. I've been trying to get more into sampling from vinyl too, because my roommate has like a really nice sample rig he has set up. And
This
so,
is like sample clearance, man.
well,
No one does that shit. You just wait till you get big
What-
and then
you
you
just
get
drop
sued.
that shit.
What do you
get
mean?
sued.
No one does that shit. I do that shit. I don't sample without getting clearance.
Seriously?
Oh, I use TrackLib.
Wow, dude, I'd be sampling like crazy shit, like off Splice, and just like I won't release it, but just for like fun.
Oh, of course. Yeah, once in a while I'll do that, or like I'll mangle a sample to a point where it's I can
It's
use it.
obsolete. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it on some of my tracks on the new album. You'll never know that like what they were.
Yeah, there was court cases saying that's totally fine if it doesn't resemble anything like the original piece. Like, who cares?
Slow that shit down, put it in reverse. It's like
Yeah,
your
exactly.
song.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you start with Logic or? Oh, you said GarageBand.
Yeah, I did GarageBand pretty
Yeah.
much even through college. I was like, I had Logic, but I still used GarageBand. It's like it was easy. I could even record on my phone if I
Yeah.
wanted to. And
Right.
then like I literally only used Logic because of, like a respect thing in their music community. I didn't want to look like a pussy. You know what I mean? Like it was like almost like, damn, you're using GarageBand? Isn't that for amateurs? It's like, fine, I'll fucking learn how to use Logic. And yeah, it is better for some things, but for other things, I still go back to GarageBand and still record.
Yeah, they all almost do the same shit.
Exactly.
You know?
There's
I mean,
this song by Steve Lacy.
His whole album was on GarageBand.
Yeah. Oh, was it the whole album? I thought
and
it was just,
recorded on his phone.
I thought it was just Dark Red.
No, his whole new album with Playground and everything on it. He's in like this amazing studio, and they're like the producers are like, yeah, so he just records everything on his phone. Even he plugs his guitar into his phone, and then he bounces it over and like gets it mastered by like crazy professionals. But like, yeah, he just records GarageBand on his phone with AirPods in.
Man.
That's
Not
nuts.
AirPods, just regular
Just Apple headphones.
Apple
or-
headphones, and he sings into the Apple headphone thing.
What?
I'm dead ass. You can watch the video of it. Like it's crazy. There's a whole
Who
documentary.
is it? Staples?
Steve Lacy.
I
Oh,
thought it was
Steve
just
Lacy,
one. I
oh.
thought it was just one song. Maybe he did it for that one song and then was like, "I'm doing the whole fucking album like this." Like, but
Is
that
this
song's
like a new album or?
No, it's like 2019.
yeah, it's like
Dark Red was way before that though.
Yeah, that was like 2017, I think. Or like, yeah, it was. That. I mean, I still listen to that song all the fucking time. That Dark Red song. I had no idea that it was I had no idea that it was GarageBand on his phone.
That's wild.
Steve Lacy has launched a new project titled Steve Lacy's Demo, made from music created by using only his iPhone and Apple GarageBand. I mean, shit. When I worked at a phone store and we'd be dead, I'd grab the fucking iPhone and play in GarageBand. You know, like it is a cool tool, and I have used Logic.
He produced a
one
Kendrick
day,
song on GarageBand.
and that's the only DAW I use. Ableton, and that's the one DAW that I felt like was so intuitive. Like GarageBand is easy too, but Logic, you know, with the plugins and stuff. So, can you put plugins in GarageBand?
Yeah.
VST support? I never,
Yeah, you can put plugins. You can even like I like live plugins. I like real plugins. You know what I mean? Like ordering the machines and stuff like that, or renting out the plugin machines and stuff like that. The depressors and stuff.
Oh, like where you send your files over and what is that called? I looked into it. I never paid for it.
Yeah, I ripped it off the internet, most of it.
Oh,
We
is
got
it
him,
like
boys.
the
Come on,
emulator?
come in, guys. We got him.
We got a confession.
That's all we needed.
There's like
Move
an
in, move
actual service where you can send your stems and they'll throw it through like analog gear and
Yeah,
send it
that's
back.
what I did too. Because I did. My buddy Cale Hawkins in New York City has like the craziest plugins. Like, and he'll run it through like the machine for me. Like on Holy Moly, I don't know if you ever listen to that song. All that shit's crazy. Like that's like one of my best produced songs because it's all live, real. Like,
Let's listen to it.
Yeah, you can put on Holy Moly. Watch them. Actually, put on the music video. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, shit.
And I worked my fucking ass off. Yeah, this is the documentary.
Like, wouldn't you get an iPad? Like, doesn't that get fucking annoying?
Yeah, dude, he's crazy. Let's go to YouTube and type in Holy Moly on YouTube. M.o.o.k.y. And I'm really proud of this music video. It's trippy as fuck.
What's that? Nah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Look what you did to my girl.
Shit, my little shawty.
There it is. That's the first one. It like tells a funny story. I built that car.
Leaky brain, my thoughts fall out. Hooks in my lips seal before I can shout. Head underwater, can I get a plane?
Trouble sticks to me like I'm covered in jelly.
More light. Diamonds in my cup, I'm sipping slow light. Got champagne creeping, nicotine tripping. Feel your body start to listen to your heart. And let it You can catch me on a bad day tripping. Sip the cup, woke up and now I'm chillin'. Laying by the poolside,
Love the teddy bear.
at your good side, and by the time you
Like the fucking hat made it. The hat's back.
Golf clothes
one
coming
more
out.
time. Slow light, push it up against me. Shoes never slip when they're rolling through your clip. You're my disco kitten, Mercedes that I'm whipping. We don't have to fall away, too high, too
This shot's crazy.
That's so hard.
Diamonds in my cup, I'm sipping slowly, slowly. With that champagne creeping, nicotine tripping. Feel your body start to listen to your heart. How's your style? How's your style? How's your style? How's your style?
Bro, whoever edited that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's sick. Did you have like a buddy?
Yeah, it's just my friend did this. My buddy Burke. He went to college with me. He's got like a video editing degree, and he came over, like barely paid him anything, and he like worked months on this.
That's awesome, dude. I love that.
Yeah, he just like loves doing this. He filmed. He's just super fucking talented. I just love that kid. And he lives in Pittsburgh, but I gotta get him on more stuff of mine. Just haven't had like the money or time.
Yeah, no shit. That's
It's
what,
like I want
that's
next
what a lot of
next
people
video.
are
Like
running
I want to
short
pay
on.
him like what he deserves to be paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want him to be. Yeah, you want his time to be.
Can't do like handouts anymore. You know what I mean? I'm like a professional artist. So.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, man, I like that. I like that a lot. I like a lot of your fucking music videos. That one was cool though. I like.
Yeah, I like the simple, like, maybe not with that one, but all your other ones are just like simple yet like it just gets the job done. Like simple and sweet, nothing super crazy. Like the one I can't remember which song it was where you guys were just kicking it, hanging out in the car.
Oh yeah.
But you
the
switched up
black
the
guy?
scene so much.
How'd you get that black guy in that music video? I want to know.
Is that
What
real?
happened? You have a music video where you have just this gnarly black guy, and I don't even.
Oh yeah, fucking. I thought you said black guy.
Like you have a black guy in your video. What's going on?
You
here?
mean my friend now?
Yeah, speaking of
Yeah, where'd you
cancel
find that?
culture, like
Yeah, where'd you know the
Yeah, wow,
this
perfect.
video? You got a big old shiner.
yeah, what happened, dude? What'd you fight?
Yeah, I got in a fight. No, I actually. This is not that exciting of a story. It was my brother.
You should say it's connected to that to that other video. You should like it's in the explosion, and you could have been like it's all in this same universe, and it would've
Right.
sounded
No,
like
that's
a
what
fucking-
that's what I wanted. I wanted to connect it to like M.o.o.k.y, but like, no, me and my brother and my uncle were all like super baked and fucking drunk, and me and my brother started wrestling, and then we just took it way too far. My uncle had money on it. My brother's jacked.
Your
my
mom
brother's
put
fucking
money
jacked.
on it.
My brother
it went too far. My uncle had money on it. Like,
picked
there was
me
a
up,
bookie.
fucking body slammed me on the cement. I was like,
Jesus
and I like got up and like I just like clocked him, and then he just fucking clocked me, and then we were like, my dad was like, all right, boys, like fucking.
You're like, I won.
Yeah.
I fucking won. Give me my money.
No, he definitely would have won. He's shorter than me, but the dude is like, he's in the Air Force. He's just like, fucking, just works out 4 times a day.
Don't doubt us short guys, man. We're fucking firecrackers.
Oh,
you
dude,
know?
I know. Yeah, no, I like.
So what is that jumpsuit you're wearing? Is that the one you're talking about that you said you'd be down to wear to the show?
Yeah, that's the jumpsuit.
Dope.
And
yeah,
I
we're
could
about
put-
to buy ours this week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They don't know what that is.
That was cool, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
dude. Though a couple of those shots there, you kind of look like Bubbles with those glasses.
I know, dude. I was kind of fat then
like
too.
a Bubbles
That was
mad
like
scientist.
2 years ago.
If Bubbles was an engineer that's just coming off an acid trip.
How did you build that?
Yeah, right
or
there.
modify that car?
So my dad and me just took a kid car, that Mustang kid car, and then we took like the 16cc dirt bike engine that I had since I was a kid, and I was too little for it. Took out the engine, ripped out the guts of everything. I mean, the only thing that's real on that, like the only thing that is that car is just the shell of the car, right? And then we just took an old go-kart, modified it, and then bought like just these metal pieces from my dad's buddy. Made the gear. Well, the dirt bike handles. Those are the dirt bike handles, and like the power switch and stuff like that. But we needed a way to switch gears, and so we just hooked a rod or like forged a rod right onto the engine so you could switch gears, and it's still a little finicky. But and then just like what are the tires from? The tires are from like I think it's from the go-kart, the rims of the go-kart that we had, but. Yeah, but it goes way faster than a go-kart because it's like a dirt bike engine. So this thing goes like 30, 40 miles per hour.
That's so hard.
My dad drives it every year in the Blue Tip Festival in my hometown. He's like, fuck. My dad has made like 6 of these.
He's got a whole fleet. They're just
him and
going
his
to
buddies.
the bar.
No, him and his buddies during the Blue Tip, they have airsoft guns and they tie balloons and they play Mario Kart. They like tie balloons to the back and they chase each other around and
try to shoot the balloons. Dude, that's awesome as fuck.
I'd pay money
crazy.
to do that, dude. So your daddy's got a business opportunity.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. We want to wrap up with
speed round.
Speed round. So we're gonna pop off some questions real quick, and you gotta answer it and like try and keep it as minimal as you can.
Speed round.
Speed round.
All right. So we're gonna do personal ones first.
Blue. No.
Son of a bitch. That was 2 of my questions.
Question first, Mookie. Question first.
What song is stuck in your head right now?
Lilac Wine by Jeff Buckley.
Party or kickback?
Kickback.
How do you define your music style?
Eclectic.
Oh. Nature or city life?
City life.
Label or independent?
Label.
All right. What motivates you?
Money. That's a bad one.
Hey,
that was the first one that came to my head.
That's what comes to my head too.
That's why we do this. Superpower.
Quick learning.
Okay. That's never heard that. 3 words to describe yourself.
Funny, weird, and cool.
Biggest musical inspiration?
Mac Miller.
Fuck yeah. Who is M.o.o.k.y?
M.o.o.k.y is a moniker that I came up to protect myself from haters.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Well, it didn't work. I hate you so much.
Fuck you, man.
Hell yeah.
And then on there was we already had. I just spit.
We already went over it.
Is water wet?
That was one of them. All right, just a one random one, just because I just want to just keep picking at this dude. Milk or cereal first?
Oh, definitely cereal.
Thank you. This sick fuck puts in milk.
What the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
I don't like my cereal to get soggy.
Is milk wet?
Yes.
This man doesn't know how to eat a bowl of cereal before it gets soggy.
First of all, I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really eat cereal much anymore.
I just use soy milk. I haven't drank milk in years. But
yeah, I know, but I don't want to buy a whole thing of soy milk. It's like
it just sits in my fridge.
$8.
Yeah, it sits in my fridge.
It goes bad.
Yeah. I bought it like last week and I only used it once.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, I just put water in that bitch.
Yeah. You put water in your cereal? No. I was like, damn.
No, I do
put some water on that shit.
If you don't put some water on that shit.
That might be good. Honestly, I never tried it.
No, man, I'm just
I've
saying.
done it before. My mom's made me add water to milk before when there wasn't enough. I've been there.
That's fine,
It's not good.
Has anyone ever noticed coconut water is wetter than regular water?
I'm allergic to coconuts, bro.
I've never drank it.
Yeah.
So, you couldn't have this? You couldn't have this drink that's made with coconut water?
No.
Oh, damn. Body Armor's good. I'm sorry to hear that.
I know.
Any other allergies we should know about?
Tree nuts.
Tree nuts.
Yeah. And sunflower seeds.
Damn.
All right.
Cool. Well, there's M.o.o.k.y.'s allergies, guys.
Yeah, if you want to kill me, there it is.
Shout out your socials. Where can everyone find you on Instagram? And
please follow me on Instagram at M.o.o.k.y, M.o.o.k.y. And follow me on Spotify with the same spelling. And if you really want to, hit my email up. for booking.
Hit me up on AIM.
Management app.
Yeah, management. If you want to manage me, I need a manager because I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I book way too many shows, and I burn all my bridges at both ends because I booked like 30 shows this month, and I'm like, and then, yeah, I need a manager. So if you're smart and driven and don't like to get paid a lot, hit me up.
I'll
All
pay
right,
you in
man.
Trident layers.
Well, shit, that's
episode
wait.
6. Oh wait, yeah. Let's end with this. Yes.
Give me the gift.
No, you gotta flow with it. You
yeah,
gotta
flow with that shit.
I said, give me the gift of a grip top sock, a clip drape ship shape tip top sock. Not just splint slick, slapstick, slipshod stock, but a plastic elastic grip top sock. None of your fantastic slap swap slop from a slap dash flash cash haberdash shop. Not a knick knack knit lock knock need knickerbocker sock with a mock shock blob model tricker topped clock. Not a rucked up, puckered up flop top sock, nor a super seersucker rucksack shock, not a spot speckled frog fleckle cheap chic shock, off a hodgepodge mosh blotch scotch blotch sock.
Damn, bro.
Nothing
That's
slip
the
shot, drip drop, flip flop, or glib glob. Tip me to a tip top grip top sock. Bitch.
That's
look, it
bro.
faded out right when he finished too.
Said,
The
"Bitch."
screen went black, dude.
Damn,
Game
dude,
over.
that's the best I've ever heard. That
That's
the
the
best
little bit.
rendition. Of
And that for you, ladies and gentlemen, is
I can
M.o.o.k.y.
read.
reading level fucking 7th grade, boy. Let's get it.
This has been Trash Talk, episode 6. Thank you for tuning in.
Say what you feel what you say. Clean your room and wash your ass, because what's a clean room if you got a dirty butt?
Yeah.
Peace.
See y'all next week.
I'm gonna go eat some food, boys.